What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets here with my co-host JohnnyKpicks and Bert MMA. Sorry we started a little bit late. We was waiting and we was talking backstage trying to get some stuff figured out. But biggest fight card of the year so far, man. How you guys doing today? How you feeling? How you feeling, Johnny?
Feeling good. I like my bets so far. There's a ton of more bets that I want to do, but I'm staying patient. I'm resisting everything that I can and see what happens. This card's amazing from top to bottom. I think it's going to be entertaining. I think there's going to be 50-50 decisions, 50-50 violence here. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. Yep. Bert, how you doing today, man? How you feel about this card?
Doing good. I like a lot of the bets that I'm making for the card, and I mean this has to be one of the cards with the most undefeated guys or fighters you can say are undefeated, like John Jones on it, from the bottom of the prelims to the top of the card. I mean, everybody is just has amazing records on the card. It's going to be a banger fight card.
For sure, dude. Especially, they've been giving us some terrible looks lately, but I think it was to build all this these March cards up. Patty, what is up, bro? How you doing today, man? How you feeling about this card?
Sorry, I'm a bit late, gentlemen. I had to make sure I got in some gym time. I don't want to be a fat heavyweight like John Jones. I'm a real heavyweight, baby. Let's go, Cyril Gane.
Where's USADA when you need him?
Oh, hopefully nowhere to be found.
I go, Patrick. I go, how long are you gonna be? He goes, I'm once. He goes, I got 200 more push-ups to do. He said he had to get them traps going, man. Get them traps going.
Exactly. I had to drink another gallon of Paulo Costa's secret juice.
I need some of that my damn self. So yeah, man, you look forward to this card, Patty?
Absolutely, man. I actually had a dream last night. It was not even a dream; it was a nightmare. That it happened like last week, and the main event got canceled. Actually, in my dream, like half of the card got canceled. Just due to weight cutting issues. Yeah, and I woke up like in a cold sweat, shaking. Looked at my phone. All the fights were intact, so I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was starting to do my my official bets video last night, and a thing came across my screen from one of my buddies in my Discord, and he was like, "Oh, the mana fight's off." I'm like, "What?" So I did my whole video thinking that was off, and I was all mad and stuff, and then I figured out that like 30 minutes later it wasn't. So,
but he did miss weight though by a couple of pounds.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad. I still can't figure that it's out. Sometimes if it's good or bad when the dudes look terrible, but he didn't look terrible, and I don't know. But then it should never be good, right? I mean, Jeff Neal, what do you think? Is he trying to cheat to do that? He knows he's going to have to grapple a big dude. So did he just be like, "Here's 5 pounds"?
I saw the embedded episode with Jeff Neal, like sweating it out on the recumbent bike, going crazy, sweating, trying to make weight. Yeah, everything felt good. It didn't look good enough there, Mr. Neal.
He looked bad too at the press conference, and then like still didn't make weight.
That guy's always so hit or miss. Like you never know what you're going to get from a Jeff Neal performance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, let's say what's up to everybody in the chat. Pink Freud, what is up, man? He's always in here early. He said this is such a good panel. Thanks. Yeah, we're happy to have Bert back, man. Bert's been out for a little bit. He had a state wrestling and all kinds of stuff to focus on, but now he's back, and that's why I was happy as hell to get him back on one of the first shows.
Sir.
Everybody knows Bert's the phenom. Matt, let's go. What's up, Matt? Appreciate you coming out. We got Saba in the building. Said hello, Augusto Sakai fan club. It's my guy, Saba, man. He said the comeback of Bert is going to be bigger than Jones. He said it's good to see the squad back. Let's go. Saba, go, man. Yep. Augusto Sakai, man. I can't say enough about that guy. He's heading to the top 5. Heading to the top 5.
Holy hell.
Renato Macano.
I think I might have to get off this stream.
Don't do it.
UFC 292, Jones versus Sakai.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
I'll fucking shit my pants.
AJ, what is up? He said big checks, big money. What's up, AJ? AJ won the contest for the cards. Sent them out on Friday. Appreciate you coming out, AJ. Odd Smoker, Steve, Odd Smoker MMA. Everybody go check out Odd Smoker MMA too on Twitter, Instagram. Great accounts, man, and just great dude, great nice person. Appreciate you coming out, Steve. Let's see, Papa Chuck. Papa's in the house, man. We appreciate you coming out, Papa Chuck. Bunny Hunter, what's up, Mr. Pay-Per-View? Patrick Burt and Dante Mays, fanboy. Don't do it too. He's already about to leave, Bunny Hunter. Don't do it. Pray for the Tate brothers. I'm with them, man. With them. I hate people taking advantage of people. Ryan Jordan, it's finally Saturday. Yes, it is, dude. Ready for this card. Blood Money says we'll be here in a couple minutes. Somebody's late. If he wasn't so big, I would
hate
call
that
him
guy.
out, but
I hate that guy.
if he wasn't so big, man, I'd have called him out about it, but we're just going to keep it moving. Keep it moving. Saba, 10 minutes late. Someone definitely ate some taco. You better be sorry. Propaholic in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate you coming out, hanging out. Hey, said Gilbert. Everybody follow Propaholic on YouTube and Twitter, dude. Excellent Twitter account, putting out excellent bets. Disagrees with me on some, but that's just how it goes, But MMA Propaholic, definitely follow him, man. A lot of sharp bets there. Proper Chuck, shit, I wait all day. Exactly, Chuck. That's why we love you, man. Let's see. Bunny Hunter, I'm with Saba, 11 minutes late now. Yeah, I'm professional with this tardiness. It's for sure. My buddy Nibs from back home. Nibs, I'll see you next weekend, bro. I'm going to be at his house next weekend. I might have to broadcast from there if we do a little pre-show. But appreciate you coming out, Nibs. He's been using my bets and winning each weekend the last couple weekends. So, Sicky, John Jones, and fucking
it's finally your day, Sicky. It's finally your day.
It is your day, one way or another, dude. Man, I can't wait. You got to do a react, but I hope he's doing a live reaction video for this and stuff.
Yeah,
too.
maybe. I bet he is doing a fight companion. I'm sure he is.
He's gonna be doing some shoeies, man. He's got to drink like some Johnny Walker or some whiskey, something like that, instead of regular beer. Being in where he's from, about better. Is the swole mother drinking an ice house? What you got there,
this is a G Fuel, Tetris Blast flavored G Fuel. I need my caffeine.
That sounds good. Dude, I wish I had a Red Bull. I didn't drink one for like 5 years, and my buddy gave me one at work the other day, and it felt great. Water. I haven't drank them in so long, I didn't know there was flavors. I drank a watermelon one, dude, and it felt great. Literally, I could feel it in my legs making me want to move. Bunny Hunter, blow up the like button for my boys. MMA Fight Club, great lineup as always. Thanks, fellas. Everybody, go check out MMA Fight Club stuff, dude. He does some of the best shows. I was watching a show last night. He was doing a watch along with the PFL stuff. Great interviews, great everything. Everybody check out Manny with MMA Fight Club. Like I said, great information everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Bow better. Ryan Jordan, Patty on Natty. Saba, Patrick looks like Vitor Belfort. Patrick looks like the Big Show, dude.
My mother was at UFC 12 where Vitor won the championship, and I don't know who my dad is. So, Dad?
Sheesh. Patrick has a good voice. He does. Bert's definitely hella legit. I'm stuttering today and stuff. It's a big day.
Yeah, you're nervous. You're nervous.
What the fuck? Jesus, Sicky. It's not that serious.
It is that serious.
For him, it is. Because, dude, his whole rep's on the line tonight. Run from the people that drink Ice House. Yes, you're gonna that and Four Locos. You are going to be fighting them at some point in the night. Saba, MMA Fight Club. We should all subscribe to Manny's newsletter where he puts excellent breakdown and bets for free. 5 winning weeks in a row. Yep.
Damn.
Manny's stuff's good, dude. And he's got one of the best voices in the game between him and Patrick.
Yeah, I like Manny's style, man. Bald head, drinks wine. It's my type of guy.
Smokes bud, my guy. But yeah, no, definitely
man
does.
Of the people.
Yeah,
he has a trifecta.
Yep. I love when we have him on. Like we had him on with Dr. Sorowitz and stuff the other weekend. It was a great show. So, all right, everybody, we got 14 fights on UFC 285. So let's get right into these. We're going to start out in the men's lightweight division with Loiki Razzabov versus Esteban Ribovics. Johnny, we're going to start with you, man. How do you like this fight?
All right. I'm going to go with Razzabov, though, here. I know he's in super short notice. Pretty good wrestling. He's got decent striking as well. Esteban's an explosive striker early. We haven't really seen him out of the first round because he's been knocking people out. But he does have decent grappling and stuff like that, too. But I'm going to go with, like I said, Razzabov here. I think he gets that wrestling going early. He's going to need to. And if he doesn't, he might get knocked out. But he's pretty tough. So I don't think he's been finished.
No, he's never been finished.
His 4 losses. Yeah. So it's going to be tough for Esteban here. But that super short notice is making me stay away from this fight for betting purposes. So give me Razzabov to win by. I said like second round submission. I think he'll be able to wear him down a bit and then get him like a head and arm choke or something. So I'll just stick with that with submission in the second round.
Okay. Yeah, man. I like that. Bert. Let's get that breakdown.
Yeah, Razzabov versus Ribovics. That's how I say it. I don't know why.
Sounds good.
It's short notice pretty much because of McGregor. That's what Loic is saying. He got kicked off the show because McGregor kicked him off. Maybe
Okay.
that's the case. Maybe it's not. But either way, he's in the UFC now, taking on an undefeated guy. And like Johnny said, the only way I can really see Esteban kind of winning would be to catch Loic. But like Cody said, he's not been finished once in his MMA career. So I actually expect this one to go all the way. And Loic, with that wrestling background, just going out there, doing that every single fight, either taking him down, actually showing some legit power in his hands as well in the fight against Ahmed Aliyev in the PFL a few years back. I think he could keep it even on the feet, mix in those takedowns from time to time, and win a close decision, 29-28 on the scorecards.
I like that. I like the breakdown, Bert. Patty, what do you got, brother?
That's a confusing fight to start off the night. Short notice. I mean, we got two guys coming into the UFC for the first time. We have more data on Razzabov against really good opponents in the PFL, and he's durable. His cardio is not that great, but again, it falls off in the championship rounds of those 5-rounders in the PFL. So I think he should be good here. And where it's night and day is the grappling edge. You know, Ribovics is one of these guys where on the low-level regional circuit of Argentina, he can defend takedowns by, diving guillotine, attacking Kimuras, and sometimes it works out against those guys. Probably not going to work out here against Ribovics. So I think there's a huge grappling edge, maybe even a sub for Razzabov here.
I like that. Yeah, I'm on Razzabov too. He's super tough. I watched him fight a lot in the PFL. Super well-rounded. Esteban, obviously he can be tough too, but he gives me kind of the Pardo vibes. You remember the dude that fought Malarkey, who was a killer, when he was fighting on the regional scene, beating up them dudes, but coming to the UFC, the lights were bright, everything. So I think he's good, though. I think he seems better than that guy, but I've seen him getting taken down in the regional scene stuff. He had good jiu-jitsu where he was reversing them and stuff, but he was getting taken down a little too easy for what Razzabov's going to do to him. So give me Razzabov by decision, but I expect this to be a good fight. I know the under's like juiced up, but isn't it like not juiced, but minus 135? And I kind of like to go over. Neither guy's ever been finished in their career. I know Ribovics is a finisher, but Razzabov's never been finished. He's fought some pretty tough dudes. So
yeah, it's one of those weird cases where like you just assume since the guy's never been to a decision before that maybe he can't make it. You don't know what he's going to look like, but we've seen a lot of those guys come in here and make it to the scorecards for the first time in the UFC debut.
Yeah, and Razzabov, man, he's well rounded. He's got good wrestling. He's tough. He'll get in a brawl. He can really do it anywhere. He looks like he slows down but fights through it. So that's all of us are on Razzabov, right?
Yep.
Consensus, man. And I seen his line was dropping when I woke up today. I think he was minus like 225, and he was minus 270 for a long time. So a lot of money must have came in on him. So let's see what everybody else says. Saba says Razzabov decision. I like it. Manny said, MMA prospects, you are too kind, my man. Thank you for the shout out. Yeah, you deserve it, Manny. You deserve it, dude. I appreciate you participating and getting into Discord and stuff too. There's gonna be some big news on the Discord at the end of this month too for my Patreon and Discord. But Youthphoria, oh shit, we got another live. Let's go. We definitely cashing in tonight. Definitely, man. 100%. All right, let's get to the next fight in my order. Anyways, we got in the men's bantamweight division, we got Cody Garbrandt versus Trevin Jones. Bert, I'm gonna let you start this one, man.
Yeah, this is a weird fight in my opinion. Only reason is Trevin's never been KO'd in his mixed martial arts career, and Cody, if he goes out there to win a fight inside of the UFC, it's never really a decision except for the Dominic Cruz fight. But we know Dominic is a pretty hard guy to put away. Only guy to really be able to do that was Marlon Vera at a very old age. Most of the wins Cody's getting is early on, round 1 knockout, round 2 knockout, where he's brawling and just throwing winging shots and things like that. But we've seen that does put him in bad situations from time to time. So it's going to kind of come down to, in my opinion, the amount of times Trevin's able to click the chin of Cody Garbrandt, because Cody is, in my opinion, a better technical boxer. He's a little bit faster. He's more experienced in the UFC. And throughout the 3 rounds, if he can stay away from getting hit with the power of Trevin Jones, who he does actually have some good power, knocking out Timur Valiev, it did turn to a no contest. But if he can stay away from those big shots, I do think Cody can win these rounds in the later round 2, round 3, and win a decision. But the only reason I'm going decision and not a KO is Trevin's not really shown any signs of being close to being finished by punches. I mean, he's been submitted before, but it's not like Cody is going in there with that game plan. So I think Cody wins round 2, round 3, gets hurt a little bit in round 1, like he always does, and wins a decision. But I'm hoping for a KO.
Okay. All right. Patty, what do you got?
Yeah, it's funny that there's a lot of people that are on the, at least content creators like us, were on the Cody decision. I'm on there as well. And it comes down to a couple scenarios, right? Like you got this giant step down in competition that everybody's aware of, especially Cody himself. So will he go in there and just say, oh, I'm even more confident to get in a firefight like I always do? Or is he going to be more technical and hesitant and maybe even wrestle the way that he did against Rob Font? Ultimately, Rob Font is the better boxer with way more volume. Trevin Jones won't really have that. So I think even a low output, gun-shy, hesitant Cody Garbrandt can still win a decision over Trevin Jones as long as he doesn't get put out by like one big strike. So give me Cody by decision. And that was around like plus 450 or plus 400. So not a bad prop.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's a good breakdown. And yeah, it's a crazy line. Has he ever, well, Dom, he beat Dominic by decision, right? Johnny, who do you like, man?
Yeah, I like Cody by decision as well. I don't think he's going to go in there and brawl it up this time, because if he does, I think he's going to get knocked out. And that's the only way he wins this fight or loses this fight. If he gets knocked out, he's better on paper everywhere except the chin area. So to me, he needs to just play it safe, just outpoint him basically for 3 rounds and just get out of there and get a win under his belt and then move on to the next. Because he can't brawl like he likes to do it in this fight, unfortunately. And Trevin Jones, I know he doesn't throw a lot of punches, but he just needs one, and he's out. So give me Garbrandt by decision. Like I said, I think he's better everywhere on paper except the chin.
Yeah. Man, dude, there's no way Cody by decision is winning, because I'm on it. That's what my pick is too. And if we're all 4 picking it,
I'm gonna have to throw some lunch money on this one.
Yeah,
I threw it in like a round robin of just like long shot props. You know, Lou Betya does that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
when Cody and I were on Lou's props to consider and then maybe bet on the MMA engine, and we actually lined up on a few of them. So we kind of just put like a collage together of all the props that we liked and just put in a giant 6-leg round robin.
Nice.
I'm in. I'm doing it. That's one of them. This need like 3 or 4 more.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, it's weird. If you look at it, dude, Cody is so much better of a fighter. Like, even if you watch him against the Sun Cow, and earlier in his career, he moves in and out. He's so fast, dude. His body, he's got great combos. He used to have a great chin. I mean, that's the only bad part of him. But Trevin Jones is so low output, and he's really just like getting teed off on. Like Valiev, dude, beat the brakes off of him until he hit him with that shot. Like, he literally almost finished him a couple times in the first round. I think he kind of gassed himself out, came in sloppy. The Bautista knockout was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, Cody's better wrestling, way faster, way more athletic. Everything, dude. He's better everywhere, better kicks, better everything. So I'm going to take him by decision, but I just stayed far away from this fight, because how the hell can you trust money on Cody Garbrandt at this point? You know what I mean? Because then when he goes out and he gets clipped in the second round doing something stupid, you're like, dude, why did I bet Cody Garbrandt?
It's one of those, I hate those spots where the money line is so good on Cody Garbrandt, skill for skill, career for career. But if you win it, it's like, okay, of course I bet this at minus 170. But if you lose it, you just feel like an idiot, because you're like, well, I should have seen the writing on the wall with this guy.
Yep.
Exactly.
Another thing is maybe Cody can finish Trevin Jones. I know he hasn't been finished, but he hasn't fought the biggest punchers in the world. And Hani Barsolas rocked him a couple times. Like, Hani Barsolas in their fight dropped him the one time and got on him, and then was beating him up on the ground, but didn't finish. But he is super durable. Rakhmonov choked him out. But other than that, but he got hurt bad against Valiev, and if I don't think he's really fought a striker like Cody Garbrandt, So if anybody's going to put him out, maybe Cody does. So that's why it worries me about this, the Cody by decision. But that's my play too. That's my pick too. I didn't bet it or nothing. So, but if all 4 of us are on it, it seems like that would be a pretty good
I agree with what Papa Chuck said in the comments. Garbrandt money line is the Sakai from last week. Totally agree.
Or it could be like the Loma by decision of a couple weeks ago. It's let's see, what do we got up here? Let's see. Euphoria. So we got another live. Let's go. Let's appreciate you coming out, Euphoria. Yeah, Sicky. His value is on Gane, definitely. Papa Chuck, I just worked out yesterday for the first time in over 10 years. I'm 37 with the 1-year-old. I'm sore as hell today. What words of motivation would you provide me to make it a routine? Do it every single day. I started working out again just 2 years ago. So I was 38 and I didn't work out for like 12 years. And I know you were involved in a lot of sports and wrestling stuff too, Papa Chuck. So I just let it go. Just keep doing it every day, dude. It sucks balls. Like 80% of the time I don't want to do it because I'm kind of lazy, but you just keep doing it. Just keep doing it, man.
I'd say write it down. Get yourself a journal or like an exercise diary or something. Do something every day for your goals, and every day you write that down on paper, not even on your phone, but on actual paper. It's like signing a contract. So for the past 12 years, I've got every single thing written down, documented on paper. That's the way I keep honest with myself, because that's staring back at me.
Yeah, there you go. Accountability is a big thing. What you say, Bert? Bert just got done with the state wrestling tournament, so he knows something.
And he's moved on to boxing, he said, too.
Mm-hmm.
Bert's looking healthy. You see Bert outside of wrestling, man. He put on the weight, looking good, man. Big. He's going to be boxing. He's going to be fighting them one dudes. What's the Canadian dudes that do their show? Yeah. I remember someone said something on the show.
He's going to hit him with the double noggin knocker. Boom.
Yeah, right, Bert's like, when I turned 18.
I'll go 2v1, do one of those Russian shows.
They fight in a BMW or something, and Bert just chokes them. But yeah, well, what's your exercise tips, Bert?
It's really consistency, like you guys are saying. Just if you do it one day, do it the next day. Don't freaking stop. That's pretty much it.
Nice. Johnny.
Yeah, I would say the hardest thing for me is always getting to the gym. So if you can get to the gym whenever that time is, whether it's morning, afternoon, or after work, or late at night before you go to bed, as long as you're going, just keep going. Like everyone said, it's the hardest thing for me. And once you're there, you actually are like okay with it. You're like, all right, let's get it done. Like that's how I am. It's weird, but it's just actually getting off my butt and doing it.
The reason consistency is important in my eyes is because, if you got a weekend, that's pretty good, but you could restart a week any time of the year. You could quit now and do another week. If you get a month in, it's a little bit harder to replicate. You get a full year of consistency in. Well, now you're stuck. This is just your lifestyle now. You're not going to waste a whole year of your life. You're going to keep going. So that's the word it said. I want to quit, but I got too much time in. I can't. I would just waste my most of my life. So I got to keep going.
My easiest thing that made me be able to do it, because I bet if I would go to a gym, I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't be able to find an excuse in that time. But I'm able to do my workouts right at my house.
Okay.
And but I don't do a lot of weight stuff, but but I'm telling you, it works. I've been doing almost 2 years. I love it. But yeah, man. And that 1-year-old, Papa Chuck, do it all for the 1-year-old, man. That's what you got to really think about.
That's plus 2,000.
Yeah.
Trevin.
Trevin Jones. Yeah, that makes sense.
Trevin Jones. Okay. Yeah. I was like, too. I was like, really?
I'm looking for fucking Sicky's name. I'm like, is Propaholic? Yeah. Oh yeah, what's up, Propaholic too? I think has he been in?
Yeah, you don't have to give him another shout out.
I'm ridiculous today, boys. But everybody check out Propaholic though. Anyways, man.
You already gave him one.
All right. Mahesh, what's up? He said pictograms. Don't get
pictogram is like that board game, isn't it? Picogram is the measurement.
Okay.
Picogram is a trillionth of a gram. Pictogram is like
that is a different thing, huh? Pico. Okay. All right. Yeah, Sicky's gonna go in. Euphoria. I'm planning on cashing early with DDP and no love money line plus 130. I'm rooting for you, man. I want both.
I like the DDP.
Yep. Saba Garbrandt decision. Yeah, that's another one on.
There we go.
Daya says greetings for Cody and the boys. Love y'all. We love y'all too, man. Love you too. Coming out, hanging out with us on your Saturday, wasting some time with us, learning out some betting tips and getting some workout information. Man, it's a good day. It's dog all day, or I'm passing about better said. So he's on Jones. Will Garbrandt be cut if he loses? Yeah, he's going to be in bare knuckle or something, right?
I mean, he's got PFL. The name value. He's a former champ.
But in the UFC, he ain't going to be getting paid for fights. But if he goes to PFL.
Jake Paul.
Oh, yeah, he needs a littler Paul.
135er.
Yeah. Papa Chuck, Garbrandt money line this week. He is Sakai from last week. Yeah. So everybody loves Sakai on that. That's a new thing. Every time there's a level thing or a for sure thing, it's a Sakai bet.
My guy's been knocked out 10 million times in a row.
Hey, you guys see when Johnny gave me his apology on his video and he started tearing up a little bit?
I was sick. I was sniffling a little bit.
Somebody was
I wasn't
chopping
crying.
onions.
That was good stuff, man. Anyone on anyone on Shavkat via finish -150? I think
All day.
Submission.
Houdini bets, what's up? Beats, sorry. Said Cody, the UFC fighter is done. That sucks. Yeah, man. Well, he definitely is after this.
That's scary.
The guy in the bottom left is scary. Your left or my left? That's why I didn't say nothing to him about being late, man. I was going to backstage when it was me, Bert, and Johnny. I was like, man, when Patrick gets here.
I met Patty a few months ago. He's nice.
General Giant. How long till it starts? The fights start at 5:30. That's why we're a little talking and stuff, man. We got a good 2 hours, but it's gonna be good. But I can't wait for these fights. I don't think I have a bet on the first 3 fights though. So
how dare you change that?
Garbrandt just got divorced. I think
not the first one for me though.
No. Yeah, Garbrandt just got divorced. I think he will put on the performance of his career. Mark my words. In your podcast next week. All right. If Cody has the performance of his career, gets second round stoppage, Papa Chuck gets all the credit and the shout out. Saba, Bert versus Tank Davis soon. Okay.
I'm getting knocked out. I don't got a chin.
Take him to the ground. Take him to the ground, man.
In a boxing match.
You got to get him in the MMA rules, man. You got to get that dude in MMA. Fake the shot, go upstairs like Khabib did to freaking Connor.
Yeah.
Do you think this fight makes John Jones the heavyweight GOAT if he wins? To me, Cody's
Not the heavyweight GOAT.
Yeah, all right, Dylan. I'm gonna be nice to you today, Dylan, because I like you, man. But I'm gonna be nice to you, Dylan. No, he wouldn't be the Fedor. I think Fedor is the GOAT. MMA, a heavyweight. MMA propaholic. Johnny, where's your 4.6s?
Come on, a beer?
Oh, he's making fun of you because he had them. Okay, because Propaholic had 13.9. He was rolling. He was rolling. By the end of the show, he was doing his thing, man. Glenbot, what's up, man? Glenbot 5,000. What's up, gentlemen? What's up, Glenbot? Everybody follow him on Twitter too, man. He got back on recently. Any Action Effie. What's up, Action Effie? Everybody go check out Any Action Effie on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Everybody right now, please go subscribe to his stuff. He's going to be on one of our shows coming up too, but he deserves to have a whole bunch of subscribers. So everybody subscribe to Any Action Effie and Any Action MMA. What's up, gentlemen? Let's move these units. Andy's been killing it too. I believe he's like 5-week winning streak or something, right? He's won a lot.
Yep.
He's killed it all year. Just know that. Saba, at least Johnny didn't bet Munir Lazez last time.
That's very true.
Saba got a good memory, huh?
Saba remembers all the bad ones.
I know, but I remember Saba last week talking about Dontel Mays. He's the D1 Dontel. He kept saying that. Saba changed his name on Twitter for like a couple of days. D1 Saba. I can't believe it.
That's the best name ever. I should make a podcast.
D1. I do. So it made me so happy in my heart when Sakai landed the takedowns on Dontel. When everybody was like, he's just gonna rag. He's Josh Parisian his ass. Ain't no way, boy. All right. Next fight, Ian Gary versus Song Kanan. Patty, you can start this one.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think very highly of Song Kanan. I think this is a guy that is, kind of brought into the organization initially just to, roster the it's kind of the international market. He did a lot of those foreign cards before COVID, and he hasn't fought in like 2 years. And last time we saw him, he got knocked out cold in 2 minutes by Max Griffin, who never knocks out anybody cold. So I'm pretty heavy on Ian Gary here. I'm pretty confident he gets the job done. Inside the distance, I like the most. And it could be at any point, he could, I think he could get it done in round 1, the way that Max Griffin did. I know Cody's on the over 1.5. Not a bad look either. I really don't have a good eye for when this happens, but I think he knocks him out here. And if this goes to the ground, well, Ian Gary's got a huge grappling advantage here too. So any sort of method for inside the distance for Ian Gary, pretty big on. I think he's one of my more confident picks of the night, aside from like Bo Nickal.
I like it. Yeah, I'm confident on him too. Bert, who do you got?
Pretty much the same with Patrick there, but I think the KO would come later in this fight because Ian very patient early on in his fights. He usually doesn't do too good, if I'm remembering in the Jordan Williams, round number 1. It did not look very good at the early part of that fight, but then he started to find his timing better, find his range, and find the mark on the chin of Jordan Williams. That's kind of what I envision here with Kenan Song. Kenan, his only chance is some crazy KO early on in this fight. So I think Ian's going to find a lot of spots to kind of pick apart Kenan Song from the outside. And then around number 2, I think that's where he's going to land the big shot and knock him out. But over 1.5, like JohnnyKpicks was betting, it's a 50-50 because that's right around where I see the KO happening. Oh, Cody was betting.
Cody had that bet. It's okay.
Yeah. I'll take it though, as long as it goes over. Johnny, who do you got?
Yeah, I'm going Gary here. No surprise. I do think he gets that knockout in the second round. And I know me and Cody were kind of talking about it. I do think it's going to be in the second part of the second round. So Cody's safe.
Man.
It's going to be like a perfectly timed counter and it's just going to be over after that. But like Bert said, like Gary kind of takes his time in the first round. He kind of picks him apart at range. He stays at range very well. But if Song comes in and gives him that counter opportunity, I mean, it could be round 1. So I don't think like Gary doesn't really have that knockout, one-touch knockout power, if you want to say, but I do think he's dangerous as later in the fight. So I think Gary will get that knockout eventually in late second or third round when Song's maybe just a little gassed after 2 years of not fighting.
Yeah, man. I like that. I guess everybody knows I got the Gary over 1.5. I think that Gary's going to play it smart because Song Kenan, he's super dangerous early on. He's finished 17 of his 19 wins, and he's got power, man. I think that he could come out like Jordan Williams did and put some big shots on Gary early. So Gary's going to have to play it safe. He's got the big cage to move around with. He's going to have the grappling advantage, and if Song hits him with a couple good shots, he may grapple, and that to me will burn some more time. I'm with you guys. I think that Gary either gets the third round finish just over accumulation of punches, Song slows down, hits him with a really big punch, or gets the decision, because Ian Gary, he's not like a Trevor Peak where he's going to come out, get in your face and put shots on you and try to put you out. He's sitting back, he's counter strike, he's fine winning. He's going to take what you give him. He's gone to decision in 3 of his last 4 fights. Kenan Song, he's gone to decision in 2 of his last 4. So I just think that this can make it over 1.5. But I do like Gary. I do think Gary's super dominant and better everywhere. He's got to be careful, dude, because Song hits hard, dude. He cracks. He's got a lot of under a sub 1 minute knockout. So I think Gary knows that. And I think Song's going to have to know that Gary's a great striker too. So I don't think either one's just going to go crazy at each other. I like the over 1.5, and I have Ian Gary in a parlay too. So I'm with you guys. Let's see. Bout Better said I have 2 bets so far. Saba, at least Johnny. Oh yeah, all right. I must have went back. These going back insulting myself.
Yeah, you just want to remember that one, I guess.
Yeah. Effie and Propaholic said, "What's up, Effie?" Glenn Bott, Machado Gary KO to KO round 2. Saba says, "All right." Glenn Bott said, "What's up, Propaholic?" Adam Black, give me some winning bets. Yeah, dude, I'll do that. This is my neighbor I grew up with my whole life. What's up, Blackie? I'm glad that came and hang out, dude. A couple of my friends from back home, now that MMA is about the only thing to gamble, they've been hitting me up, and I appreciate it. Blackie's been doing it for a while, but appreciate you coming out and commenting and stuff, Blackie, man. Have to see you. I'll be back home next weekend, so come over to Nibs, hang out, watch the fights. MMA Propaholic, fight doesn't go to decision, is one of my favorite parlay pieces. I'm really confident in it. Song will get reckless. All right, I like that. As long as over that 1.5,
probably gonna have to.
Yeah. Any action? Effie, Cody, and Johnny are on my payroll, guys. Don't subscribe to my stuff. I'm paying them to say it every time. No, I'm subscribed.
Did we hit
to it,
the
man.
quota? Did we hit the quota, Effie?
No, we got to get him up to 1,000, dude. He deserves it. Him, Patrick, a lot of people deserve it, dude. Deserve to get up there, and we need to help them. Justin Liu. I got Ian Nickal and Rakhmonov. I'm putting 5K on it. I like that.
Easy.
I like
easy
it.
peasy.
Yo, cash it. What's the odds on that, Justin? Sigma Trillionaire.
Might be a little bit under like plus 100, maybe like 140 or something, if I had to guess.
I think it's minus money, to be honest.
Or minus 140. I keep mixing those.
I had minus 132 on Bo, Rakhmonov, Shevchenko, and Gary. and that was minus 132. But I got them at low, like Bo was like minus 14.
It's like minus 200.
But still, it seems money, dude. It seems money. I hate when I read these long names that I haven't seen like this for a long time, because in the end, I think I'm going to say something like I like freaking wieners or something. You know, I started reading that. You know how, yeah. But Bert the GOAT out with the big dogs. Yeah, dude. Yo, we appreciate Bert coming out, hanging out with us. Bert's one of the smartest dudes in this game. And young dude, man.
Not until I get the brain damage from boxing. Prediction percentage.
If you start... If you're gonna start picking crazy, we'll have to think about that again.
Yeah, we'll let you know. We'll
develop a list out of nowhere.
All of a sudden, he's picking.
He sounds like Mike Tyson the next time he's breaks down a fight.
Dontel Mays to beat Augusto Sakai.
Exactly. I don't care. I'm up. I love it. Yeah. All right, Nick. Afternoon, gentlemen. Happy fight day. Appreciate you coming out, Nick. Hanging out with us all the time, supporting, bro. Pat is a big bear. Yeah, man. Yup.
He's a bear, right?
Always. Sicky John Jones is massive for content. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. And hopefully he's back and we get, 3, 4, 5 fights out of him in the next couple of years. It'd be awesome. What do you think of Amanda Martinez? I think he wins.
I like Amanda Martinez. I like him.
I
don't like that he missed weight though. You really screwed me over there, man.
Actually, we're getting to that right now. MMA Jesus in the building. Everybody go check out his stuff, dude. MMA Jesus, this is our boy Dev. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, they put out great videos. He puts out good content, good memes, everything on Instagram. Great bets. So check his stuff out. Justin. So is that like point plus? What's that come out to? So it's like minus 140.
Put those in freedom units, my brother.
I'll never be able to do that in my head. I have no idea.
It's like, I know it's like you drop the 1. It's just like the 1 ain't there. So I don't know if it's plus or minus 0.4.
It is like plus 220, plus 230.
That is?
Oh, no, minus.
Minus 140? Minus 140? Okay. I'm so nervous. There's weird upset, but it is because there's got to be one weird upset because there's 9 minus 600s. You know what I mean? But they're setting all these up.
Not only do we have like a lot of chalky favorites, but we've got chalky favorites where there's the underdog has got like massive finishing potential or bust. So like one of them will hit the button at some point.
I'll tell you who ain't losing of the big favorites is this guy right here, Shavkat Rakhmonov. That's a Prism refractor rookie. And then you got the Umar, the Umar Nurmagomedov. I'm be giving these out at 4:30. I'm gonna do a contest, a real quick, easy contest for these 2 cards. So everybody stay on till 4:30, and you're gonna get an undefeated champion. Shavkat's gonna be 17-0. But let's see, MMA Propaholic Simon going to destroy Martinez is very debatable.
Okay,
Simon inside the distance all day, also debatable. Saba, okay, okay, what? Okay, minus. That is just weird. 1.40.
1.4250.
I thought somebody told me drop the 1, but like if I don't even know.
That's weird.
All right, boys.
So us Americans always have to do it differently.
Yeah. Well, dude, I took my daughter to this little school fair today, and then my brother-in-law was like, showed me the thing on the board on how they do math now, and I'm like, what? I'm like, there's none that like rhymed and stuff. I'm like, there is no way. Like,
they're math rhymes now,
dude. It was like
these kids are rap music.
With my
everything's gonna rhyme.
I'm like, dude, I'm glad my girlfriend will take the time to learn that though. All right, boys. Men's bantamweight, Amanda Martinez versus Cameron Simon. Go back to you, Johnny. Let you start this one off, brother. What you got?
So I do not like the line on this at all. I think it's a little wide. I think it should be closer. This is a very close fight, I believe. I'm still going to lean Cameron here. I think he's a little bit better, he's more well-rounded, I should say. I like his grappling. The wrestling, he could struggle to make some takedowns every once in a while, but I think he will get those takedowns later in the fight. But Mana is a live dog. He's got good striking. He's got good power. He's got those good spinning elbow attacks and all that good stuff. He's got good cardio. He's not going to gas out, but he missed weight by 1 pound, so we don't know if that might play a part in maybe in the 3rd round. He kind of gasses a little bit more, but yeah, Cameron's super young and he makes some mistakes in his fights. So he's probably going to make one or two mistakes too, but hopefully like that's not the mistake that's going to make him lose or something like that. So, like I said, I like Cameron to win. I like him as a prospect. I don't want to bet anything. I think the only thing I did was like this fight to get to round 2. That's it in a super safe parlay. But other than that, I want to stay away because I think Mma is a good underdog to back and bet. But I still think Cameron's going to win this fight. Very close fight, though.
Okay. All right. Bert, what do you got, bro?
I'm also leaning Cameron Saaiman. It's not like a super duper confident pick of the card. Mma, I mean, he's got one of those weird ends where sometimes he can take a good shot, sometimes he gets wobbled by not that big of a shot. And Cameron Saaiman, he's not a super powerful guy. He's just able to kind of hit you right in the place where it hurts you. When he does land some of his counters, where he knocked out Josh Wayne Kim on the Dana White Contender Series, but it's not like he's going to get that KO early. It comes later on in the fight once his opponent's a little bit worn down, once he's able to land those shots. So I think round 1 should probably be the closest round of this fight because that's when they're both going to be fresh. Round 2, I think that's where Cameron's going to start to land a little bit. And then round 3, I think that's where Cameron's going to land that shot. Because, I mean, he's coming off 2 third-round KOs in a row. I'm not about to make it a second-round KO or a decision. I'm going to go 3 third-round KOs in a row for Cameron Saaiman. I think he catches Mma Martinez as he's coming in, trying to come back after losing the second round and gets knocked out.
Okay. All right. Patty, what do you got?
I got a unit shot on Mma Martinez as the plus 250 underdog here.
Ooh,
so not
nice.
Crazy about the fact that he made missed weight, but I mean, there's just a lot of all the skill sets aside, the money line is completely off. It's just an egregious money line. The fact that you're getting a guy in Cameron Saaiman, who I think he was like a pick'em on the Contender Series, had to endure
Underdog.
rounds 1 and rounds 2. Yeah, underdog, and then comes through with the round 3 to seal it, which is a nice knockout, knocked the guy out cold. But then against Stephen Kozlow on short notice, he's the same price tag he is now over Mma Martinez, who's resilient, powerful, still young and improving. So just on all those factors, I got to take the dog here for 1 unit shot.
Yeah, man, you got a good line on that too. I see that's dropping today.
Yeah,
I mean,
people were taking the shot on it around the middle of the week.
Yeah, my casino was being greedy, dude. They had Simone at minus 300 and Mma at only plus 220. So like I never, but like sports bet or sports what is it called? Sportsbook.com or whatever. They had him at plus 250 for a while. So that's a good number.
The highest I saw was plus 255 for it, like a half of a day, and then it came back down.
Yeah, and that's a good number, man.
Or even by decision. By decision is like plus 600. By knockout is like plus 700, which I think is 2 ways to win here. This could be at least like even a greasy split decision where like you got the output from Simon, you got the power, the eye-catching shots from Mma in round 1 and maybe in round 2 or 3. So I think that, like Bert was saying, Cameron Saaiman starts off slow sometimes, always has to work his way back into a fight, whereas Mma Martinez starts well and then kind of goes the opposite trajectory. So it could be a really greasy spot in the decision.
Yeah, man. To be honest, like watching tape on Cameron Simone, I'm not super impressed. Like when I watched him fight on the Contender Series, he got beat the first 2 rounds. Like he lost the first 2 rounds of that dude, and then he's tough. But like even when he went to go take that dude down, he couldn't even take him down. When that dude was still fresh, he took him down and beat him up standing up. So he beat him everywhere until he gassed out. The other dude, the Kozlow, that dude was doing really good against him for being short notice. I mean, they scramble around like Johnny was saying. Simone still makes a lot of mistakes, young mistakes, but he's tough and he has good cardio and he's super durable. Mma Martinez is super durable too. He's 10-3. These guys have 20 fights between them and only 1 finished loss, and that was just like that crazy triangle that Draco hit Mma with, which also shows you how tough Mma is because like a real man, he went to sleep instead of tapping out. But yeah, I think people think his chin sucks because he got dropped against Ronnie Lawrence, but I'm gonna chalk that up to Ronnie Lawrence shot 30 takedowns on him, and then he faked the takedown, come over the top, and that's like when Khabib dropped like Conor McGregor. Like he's usually not going to drop Conor McGregor if they're just standing there fighting it, if they were boxing, but with the threat of that takedown. But he showed toughness, dude. He got out grappled, he got knocked down a couple times in that fight and still came on strong in the 3rd round. and dropped Ronnie Lawrence because I had a bet on Ronnie Lawrence, and I was like, what the hell? Because he literally whooped him for them rounds. But if anything, man is tough, man is durable. You've seen even Guido Canetti, dude. He hit him with power leg kicks, power shots to the head, and never even really hurt him bad. But Simone, man, I'm just not that impressed. And I think this is his toughest fight. I think that Mana Martinez is better than both the dudes that he's already fought. And I don't think Mana gasses as bad as them dudes. And he's more durable than Kozlo and Wang Chong. So I'm going to take Mana Martinez by decision. I think he can win them first 2 rounds. And I think he can survive the 3rd round. I bet Cameron, I bet the over 2.5 here. I got it at minus 120. Like I said, 20 fights between these guys, 1 finish, and that was a crazy triangle. Drake Rodriguez threw up when he was sweeping him, and I just don't see Cameron Simone doing that. And I don't like Bert was saying, Cameron Simone ain't a power striker, man. He's going to get you with volume, toughness, and cardio. He's not going to hit you with just one crazy shot early on. So I think that this is going to be a really close fight, and I think the odds are off. I think Simone should be minus 170. So give me Mana Martinez at the dog prices. When I made my thing, he was -2 or +250. Give me him at that price. But I bet the over just to be safe. I'll bet the durability of both guys because
over 2.5.
Yeah, and Simone looks really durable. I mean, the dude on the Contender Series really was throwing a beating on him for a little. He was beating him in every aspect of MMA, hitting him. He had that karate style and was just hitting him with big leg kicks, body kicks. Simone never even got hurt. So give me that over 2.5 -120. I know it dropped down. This is a bantamweight fight too. You know what I mean? So I think if anybody gets the finish, it's Mana Martinez. He's got the real one-shot like knockout power. Like he knocked out Ricky Turcios in one punch early, Jose Johnson. So, but I like the over 2.5 just because I'm a bank.
Mana decision is in that giant round robin that me and Lou had agreed on middle of the week.
Yep. With the we'll get to the other fight later. All right, so that was a good one. Let's see what the everybody in the chat is saying. Let's see. Saba Simon by decision. I like that, Saba. I like it. Papa Chuck, Johnny, how did you like ripping that Immaculate compared to other cards?
Oh man, that Immaculate, it's only 6 cards, but man, those cards are so awesome to rip. You don't have to worry going through all the craziness, but it's fun. It's just expensive to do, but those are the best ones so far by far.
Oh yeah, they look so nice. Immaculate's nice. They're top like 5, 3 to 5, like 1 to 5, somewhere in there, you know, being like flawless.
Yeah, I think they're the best like brand, if you want to say, of all of them, because they're just the ones that are always going to have resale value, and everybody wants those. All the signatures are on card, which is always better. Awesome. So yeah.
I want to get a Shavkat one. Does he have them? Do you know?
Not a signature, because I would get one as well.
Yes, sir.
Everybody would want the first signature though.
Yeah, and now, dude, it makes me even want him to beat Neil even more that he missed all that weight. Euphoria and Underdog. He likes Mana. Yes, sir. He likes the vibes. Pink Floyd. I got Mana in a parlay. Mana and Jonathan.
Martinez.
Oh, the Martina parlay
for next week.
Okay.
Yeah, against Saeed.
Ooh, you're getting some odds there. Ooh, that's probably like plus 2,000.
I could be wrong.
You know, no. Yeah, it's probably if it's the Martin. Yeah,
there's no Jonathan on this card, right?
No, next week, Jonathan Martinez fighting Saeed Nurmagomedov. I just did the tape study for that yesterday. That's going to be a
crazy fight.
That's a phenomenal fight. The odds are off. Them odds are off. You think? As said, you think Valentina gets inside the distance or decision? I think she finishes her. We'll get to it though, but I do. You guys think so? Saba, I betted that over 2.5 rounds due to Cody. That line was too good to skip. Yep, we're gonna hit that. I like it, man. Bantamweights too. We'll get that one, man. Euphoria. I think we got spoiled with 2 MX champions. Don't see Grasso. Oh, Mexican champions. Yep. Don't see Grasso making it 3. If she does, bro, she'll be the most famous one of all of them. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
Simon round 2 plus 650, round 3 plus 1050 inside the distance.
I like round 3.
I'd rather round 3 in decision instead of round 2.
Don't you?
Yeah, you can do that. Round 3 decision's a good bet.
My thing with that over 2.5 is it took him over 2.5 to be both of them last dudes he finished. Both of them, Wang and the other dude, he finished them late in the 3rd over the thing. And I think Mana's tougher than both them guys. You know what I mean? I think Mana's tougher than both of them guys. So that's why I think that over hits. I'm hoping Simone holds up, to be honest. Because Mana does have that one-shot knockout. Completely agree, Bert. S agree. Bunny Hunter, if you're going to bet this fight, it has to be dog or pass, 0.25 units on Mana. I like that. Let's see. Propaholic. Kim has a better technical striking game than Martinez.
Doesn't have the power of Mana, though.
You're right. This ain't going the distance. Simone by sub, Sicky says.
Ooh,
I just snapped up Martinez to win by split or majority plus 2,200. I like that. Cody on the Zaza. Yeah. How many rounds y'all think Jeff will last with Shavkat?
I would say at least one.
He'll last the first round for sure.
Yeah,
Dev don't think it's going over.
I
Dev
like
don't
that
think.
round 2 for Shavkat.
All right. How many rounds y'all think? Yeah. I hope he beats him down. Papa Chuck Burts, congrats on making it to state in wrestling. Dude, what weight class and year in school are you?
Cut from 147 to 120, but I'm 151 or 152 right now.
Damn. You was the big boys. I was wrestling when I would cut from like 130 to like 119. Dudes, big dudes. How tall are you, Bert?
9.
Nice. Yeah, he's going to be a state champ next year in a tough state too. Tough state. Jonathan Martinez will beat Saeed next week. About better. I always think that crying Asian dude on the Ultimate Fighter with BJ Penn. I think that dude Wang. Yeah, Andy Wang. Cam decision. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that, Dev. I'll take that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Men's middleweight, 185. We got Julian Marquez versus Mark Antonio Barriault. Johnny, I'm gonna let you start this one.
Okay, so this might be the Sakai Mays debate here, but I'm gonna go Marquez. I just think he's the more dangerous fighter. Mark Andre's, he's just average everywhere. I mean, he's not awful anywhere, but he's just not amazing. He doesn't have really, power, sub ability, anything. He's got decent takedowns, but maybe for a couple rounds. But Julian, I like his power. I like his striking. I think he's got a chin on him. He's got sneaky submissions. He does get taken down kind of easily, but that's when he gets his submissions. So Mark Andre's going to have to be careful if he wants to use that wrestling. So I think he gets it done early here. I think Julian tries to get that brawl going early. Mark Andre's going to be, all right, I'll try it out. And he's going to get knocked out. So give me Marquez first round knockout. I think it happens. And I know Cody's going to cash a bet.
That's what I like to hear. I'm interested to hear what Bert MMA has to say on this. What do you got, bro?
Yeah, I'm also going the underdog on this one, Julian Marquez. I'm not going to go with submission. I am going to go with a KO. Only reason is Julian's just that kind of guy. He's not going to want to go for the submission if the KO is there. And I don't think Julian's going to take down Mark. I don't think Mark wants to take down Julian because of that submission threat. I think the KO will be open there. But this is one of the fights on the card. I think the only fight that I'm actually betting both sides. I bet Marquez as the underdog. And then I'm betting Marc-Andre Barriault by decision. I don't think he's going out there with a chance to submit Julian Marquez, with a chance to knock him out. You can say Gregory knocked him out. Gregory took like 1,000 shots to knock out Julian Marquez. Mark doesn't have that kind of power, so if Mark's going to win, it'll be a decision. But I don't think it goes to a decision. And if it doesn't, well, Julian's going to land that shot. So I got Julian end of round 1 KO or beginning of round 2 KO.
Let's go, Bert. I like it. I like it. Patty, what do you got?
Well, you know where I'm at on this one. I'll be in the island for this one. I got a bet on Marc-Andre Barriault money line minus 129 before it went up to where it's at now. But I think the price now is even great on Marc-Andre. And this is the only reason I might not like this bet is because I'm not crazy on Marc-Andre against many people in the middleweight division. I think he is kind of a 50-50 guy, but man, I just do not like Julian Marquez. I think he's just a very limited fighter. Almost to what Johnny was talking about. Like it should be an early knockout potential, but that's about it. I mean, the guy's cardio is terrible. It's going to fall off. The guy's technical striking is not as good as Marc-Andre. The guy's grappling, I don't think it's that great. I think Marc-Andre's got the better grappling. The reason why you're seeing these late submissions for Julian Marquez is his opponent will gas out just like him, and he's able to set it up with the striking. Like Maki Patolo he like kneed him in the face in the clinch after getting taken down over and over again. Managed to outpace Maki Pitolo, who's been cut, by the way, no longer in the UFC. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of ways that Marquez wins this fight outside of an early knockout. So give me Marc-Andre Barriault. And I like the round 2, round 3 finish props. I like the decision as well. So I'm with you guys on aspects of this fight, but altogether, I think Marc-Andre is just better.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I can't. I mean, yeah. I bet Marquez. I just think that they're both kind of not really great anywhere. Like they're both well-rounded, but they're not really great anywhere. But I just feel like that Marquez has that nuclear option at all times in his hands and in his legs, and he's got the submission ability, and he's as big as Barriault. I feel like he's going to be stronger than Barriault. Like I feel like he's going to be better everywhere. Barriault likes to get in dog fights like with Abu Alzaitar and then be the one that survives and gets through it. But that's what Julian Marquez thrives in. So if you're going to get me these two dudes in a dog fight and tell me which one I want Julian Marquez, because I've seen him be a real dog and I've seen Barriault kind of get beat up by lesser dudes. So yeah, man, I just think that Marquez really has, you know, more ways to win. I think he's going to be the more athletic, stronger dude. Like Barriault's just like average everywhere. And then like if somebody gasses out, then he'll take over and get him in the third round. But it's close until then, you know what I mean? So, but I think Marquez is going to be stronger than him and just more athletic and more explosive. And I think he's going to hit him with bigger shots. I don't know if he finishes him. I think he can get him down. And like in the third, I'm just going to call a Marquez finish in the third. I don't know, sub or TKO, but I love Marquez, especially as a dog, dude. I thought that I got him at plus 125, dude. And I thought he should be like minus 175 in this fight. Like I've never really seen anything out of Marc Antonio Barriault that showed me that he's good. Like he beat Jordan Wright and like Dolce Lungambula, but then he's like 3-5 in the UFC, dude. And all the people that beat him weren't necessarily like superstar great dudes. So we'll see. I've always just like, I like Marquez too, anyways, just for some weird, just because he's a tough dude like that. Doesn't have the greatest fight IQ, but I don't think that'll matter in this fight. Like with Gregory Rodriguez, bro, you got to cover up. He took so many big shots, but he took like the second shot, big shot Rodriguez hit him with was like the shot that Chidi hit Barriault with and put him out. You know what I mean? And Marquez took like 15 more of them, where Barriault's only going to take 2 hammers from Marquez, where Marquez can take Barriault stuff all day. So give me Barriault, man. I like
fun fight. Super fun
fight. It's going to be really fun. So let's see what we got here. Cam by decision. Guys, Roman Dolce, yeah. That's crazy. All right. Propaholic, Marc-Andre money line. Marc-Andre average Barriault money line. Okay.
What up, Propaholic?
This should be Mark average Barriault instead of Andre. Drop the Andre.
The cardio crisis.
I did like that one. I did like that one. But the power bar did not look very powerful against Hernandez, though. Marquez plus 125 Euphoria. I like your style. Dev is on the dog. I like it. Marquez is my main play. 2 units. I like it about better. Johnny said hi, Dev. Or Dev said hi, Johnny. Saba Marquez KO round 2. I like that. I got sub for Julian. I'm on Marquez. More ways to win.
If it's it's rigged.
Dude, Marquez.
It's rigged.
Sicky, I'm on Marquez. More ways to win and dangerous. Yeah. Julian from KC. There we go. That's Dev's boy. Then Dev got tickets to the KC card too. The KC card's not. If I wasn't going out to Vegas the next weekend, I'd be there with you, Dev. If they bring another one there, I'm gonna come party with you, Dev. You got to take care of me, man. Glenbot 5,000. I'm with Patrick on Mark average Barriault money line 2 units. AJ, I forgot about y'all. That's what gas does. You'll have that, man. You'll have that. I almost forgot my damn self. I almost missed Brady's show last week. I don't even know what happened. Bro, I thought I had 30 minutes. I was out like getting a pop ready, and I looked at the clock and it said 3:28. I was like, wait. I was like, we started at 3:30. I thought I had like 30 minutes. I was like, what the hell, dude? I was like, I
had to message you. I'm like, where you at?
Yeah, dude. Papa Chuck, Monroeville, Ohio wrestling was better than easy, Papa Chuck. We got to do some 90s. When I was there in the 90s, you better check them stats. And it's crazy. He's from that's like 30 minutes from my city. But Clyde, we won probably maybe 4 to 5 state championships in the 90s. So we was good. AJ, how's everyone feeling tonight? Let's beat these books. We're gonna smoke them. We got to take the rest of their teeth after that clean sweep last week. Patolo is losing fight. Yeah, the thing is though with that is that Marquez was out of action for a long time. He was out with that bad lat injury for what, like 2 years, 2.5 years.
A
And then
while,
he came back.
yeah.
He looked sloppy, but he's getting better and better. I've never been impressed with Barriault in the history fighting. But yeah, Patalo is losing on the regional circuit here in Vegas. He was tough. You're lucky I'm at work, Cody, or I'd cuss you out. Mark winning ain't no way.
Dang, dirty.
Ain't damn dirty. Usually you save that energy for Johnny. I thought we was
I know.
boys, man. Sheesh. Edwin, what is up? Put a cool 100 on Plessis, Gamrot, Rakhmonov, and Jones for plus 417. I like it. I mean, I don't know if I like it. I just like you made a big bet because some of that Jones, I don't know. Gamrot, about better. I'll be at Kansas City card. There you go. All right, boys, let's get to this next card. And then after this one, I'll do that giveaway. Next fight, women's flyweight 125. We got Vivian Araujo versus Amanda Ribas. Bert, I'll let you start this one off.
Dude, this is not the fight you want me to break down. This is such a weird woman fight where they're both Brazilian. They're pretty good on the ground. They both got good jiu-jitsu, good wrestling, and neither are good strikers. My prediction is I have no idea what the heck's going to happen. It's one of those, like, the prediction I made on my channel, I kind of said, is going to come down to those moments. It's kind of what women's MMA is all about. If it's a close fight, one girl gets a takedown, just even attempts a submission, they're probably going to win the round. And I think Amanda Ribas is more keen to go for those opportunistic. She wasn't against Caitlin Chukagian going for those throws and takedowns and things like that. I think she's just going to have those bigger moments. Not a very technical breakdown of this fight, but I do lean Amanda Ribas very slightly to win the decision.
Okay. All right. Patrick, who do you like?
I had a 1-unit bet on Viviane Araujo at like plus 104. I think she's still around plus 100. So slight underdog, even money play. The only thing that I really don't like going for her is that she is at that cusp of like what you want to back age-wise at this weight class at women's flyweight, 36 years old. But she looked good in her last bout where she headlined a 5-round main event against Alexa Grasso, who is now fighting for a title. So ultimately she lost decisively, but it was still a competitive bout. I like her striking. I think her striking is great. If only she had the volume and the attempted strikes of Ribas, that would make it perfect. But overall, Ribas' defensive striking is very poor. I could see Araujo even putting her out inside the distance if it goes that way. Like if she lands cleanly enough into round 2, wears her down. I don't think Ribas takes damage all that well. And Araujo has been very good at not only securing takedowns herself, but defending against takedowns of grapplers in the past. There's a handful I can name. So I don't think that those head and arm throws will have too much success against Araujo in this bout. So I'm pretty confident in Araujo as far as the money line is concerned.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Johnny, what do you got?
Very close fight. But I really like Ribas here. I don't have a bet on her though, because I think this is going to be a very close fight, but I like Ribas' striking a little bit more. I think they're both great on the mat. They have good grappling, good wrestling. I think this is going to probably play out on the feet for the majority of the time though. And we all know that Araujo's cardio kind of slows down, doesn't really gas like completely, but slows down as the fight goes on. And we've seen Ribas basically go all 3 rounds and have 0 problems. She actually might even get stronger in the 3rd round, like in the Chukagian fight. So, and that could be one of the moments if, like Bert said, like in the 3rd round, maybe Ribas is, putting on a little bit of a show, screaming a little bit. Maybe she gets that 3rd round win, and that's all she needs is just that little oomph at the end. So I think it's going to be super close. Split decision bet wouldn't be a bad idea in this spot. I think it goes to distance. If there is a finish, I would say it's Vivian probably, but I think it goes to decision here. And I'm going to say a slight lean Ribas, but it's so close. So close.
Yeah, man. That's exactly what I thought when I broke down tape. Like they're basically, the same everywhere. Vivian, like Patrick said, she probably hits better, probably has a little better boxing. Her boxing looked pretty good against Grasso. So she probably will have a standing advantage. She's got good wrestling. Ribas has good judo. I don't know, man. Ribas looked really good at 125 last time against Chukagian, to be honest. But it's just so hard to figure out because they're both good on the ground. They're both got decent stand up for girls. I just think Vivian might be a little crisper, probably hits a little harder. She's fought at 135. Her first fight, I watched her knock out. I bet on her actually and watched her knock out Talia Bernardo just because she was terrible. And Vivian came in on short notice at 135 and knocked her out cold. So she's got some power in her hands, but I just think it's going to be so close. I didn't bet this fight at all. I'm going to pick Amanda Ribas just because she's younger. Maybe she does hit a couple of them hip toss, head and arm takedowns that she does, or judo stuff. But and then how I see this is why I wouldn't bet. I say 1-1 going into the third. Ribas having a little more energy, stealing that third, just putting a little more pressure on. But it still might be a split decision. So it's hard to bet this fight because it's hard to be like, I'm really super confident in this side. But if you can get a dog price on either one of them, like decent dog price, I wouldn't mind it. Let's see. Dev said he's got Vivian by TKO.
Yeah, that's part of the round robins. The DGen round robins is Araujo inside the distance.
Yeah,
so it's just throwing that in there to boost it up. I could see her putting her out the way that if you look at Amanda Ribas, she's fighting. Whenever she fights like a good striker, she's losing the fight. Like she got it pieced up by Chukagian. The only reason that was a split was the control type of Ribas versus the striking of Chukagian. Marina Rodriguez was able to piece her up, put her out. She hasn't really faced like a lot of good strikers outside of that, to be honest with you. If you look at her record, Paige Van Zandt was pretty much the best one. So,
yeah, that definitely. She's got a ton of skills. We'll see. Maybe her chin's a little better at 125 because that has been. I like her, and she's younger. I want her to stay in the UFC and do good. She's got a great personality. Like she's like just always bubbly and stuff. But let's see. Eric, what is up? He said, "Oh dang, Bert MMA in the house. The return of the Mac, man. That's why I was happy. I messaged him like a couple of days ago. I'm like, you back yet? You able to do stuff? Because I haven't. Have you been putting out any videos or anything lately, Bert? Like, what's going on?
I did one right before the Krylov Span one got canceled. Did a full card for that one.
I caught your live, your like early thoughts for this card too. It popped in.
Yeah, I'll be getting them back popping up, man, because I always watch your stuff. There's a couple of people I respect. There's a good amount of people I respect. I listen to all the people, especially everybody that's on here all the time. Dev, Grasso's way better than Caitlin. Debatable. Vivian pieced up Grasso, high key, also debatable. Bert for president, not debatable. That's true. That's facts. But you got like what, 28 more years? No, 26 more years before you can even run. I think you got to be at what, 38? Or is it 45 or 42 or something?
36.
36?
Sure.
Is
so
it?
20 years?
There we go. What fight are you afraid to bet? This one right here.
The main event.
The main event. Oh, yeah. Well, you can find some decent spots. Araujo can definitely win this fight. Not a bad look at all. Euphoria. Yeah. It's lined really close too. Bert Mafia, Strickland's burner. What is up, Strickland's burner? Yep. Can't wait to do some more work with Bert all the time now. Ghost Bert. Because we did this panel a couple times, man, and it always worked out really good. Top control Araujo. I think her wrestling may be better than Ribas's judo. So that's a good call out, Reg. Bert used to be the king of MMA content. He's back.
Before the weight cut, man.
Yeah, he was getting all out of it, man. The weight cut. Now he's back. We got him. It's going to be 11:30, 7 a.m. session tonight. Sheesh.
Coffee in the pot.
Don't
He's going to be crying at 7 in the morning. All right, boys. We'll do one more real quick. Then we're doing the giveaway. We got 79 people in here. Everybody hit that like button. Smash the like button. Everybody's links are in the description. So if you haven't, if you're new and you haven't heard of Bert MMA, go follow his channel. He puts out some of the best information. He's the best up and coming dude there is. I mean, he's not even up and coming because he's been doing this for long enough. Patrick, up and coming dude, great dude. Follow all these guys. The freaking lights suck. The Shavkat and the Umar. Okay, that's going to be right after this fight, and this fight will be kind of quick. Men's bantamweight 135 for Basharat versus Damon Blackshear. Patty, who do you got in this one?
I like Basharat in this one quite a bit. The money line is a little bit much at what are we looking at? -500 or so for Basharat last time I saw.
Yep.
And it's got you looking at the inside of the distance or the decision, which splits us both ways. Because I don't know. Damon Blackshear has been notoriously hard to finish. I don't think it's ever happened before in his career. Pretty good CFFC career as well. But the guy can get swept. He can get like transitioned from, being in a dominant position on the mat to being, on the defensive position. So I don't like that very much at all. His defensive striking, as we saw in the last part of the Yusuf Zalal fight last summer, not the best either, man, especially if you start piecing him up with volume and mixing up the targets, head to the body. Not the best. And he slows down as the fight goes on multiple times in his career. So all that considered, give me Farid Basharat to go 10-0 and join his brother Javid, undefeated in his debut.
Nice. Bert, who do you got?
Yeah, I would agree with him. I got Farid Basharat also winning by decision. I think he wins every single round. I think round 1, Damone is probably going to go for the takedown pretty fast because I don't really see him going out there and outstriking Farid Basharat throughout a 3-round fight. So I would assume the game plan from Damone would be to wrestle and grapple. But like he said, he does get reversed a lot. Those scramble positions, he sometimes is okay, but it's kind of just an iffy situation for Damone Blackshear. And Farid Basharat, if he does get that top position, I don't really see him giving it up very easily without giving a lot of ground and pound shots landed. And for those reasons, I think he outstrikes Damone on the feet, gets up from the takedowns or reverses the takedowns and lands some ground and pound as well. 30-27 Farid Basharat, an up-and-coming guy in this bantamweight division. Got him winning. The odds are off, though. You're right.
Yeah, excellent breakdown. Johnny, who you liking, man?
Yep. Basharat here too. I think he's better everywhere. Blackshear is very good. He's very well-rounded too, but I just think Basharat's just one step above him everywhere you look at this fight. Both guys are very tough and durable. I see this going to decision as well. So Basharat by decision. I like the over 2.5. I got that in a parlay, and I think that's about it. Basharat's very good. He's very well-rounded, just like his brother, and we'll see what happens, but I think he wins this one. I don't like the money line, though. I think it's a little too wide. That's why I did the over 2.5.
Yeah, I like it. That's what I got. I got Basharat by decision because, like his brother, they're technical and they don't just go for the kill. They're not. No, I'm always be comparing people to Trevor Peek from here on out because these dudes are technical and they'll take what you can give them. I got burnt on betting his brother's under last time because I'm like, oh, he's gonna finish this dude and this and that, and they take what they can get. But they're really good. Blackshear's really good too, though, man. Like he's good, well-rounded. Like I bet on Yusuf Zalal last time, and this dude came in on short notice, like a week or something, and gave Zalal the fight of his life, So he was winning if he wouldn't have got 10-8'd. But I don't know. They're both well-rounded, but Farid's just going to be better everywhere. These Basharat dudes are super tough physically, mentally, and they're just well-rounded everywhere. I mean, his brother was out wrestling Tony Gravely. I was like, damn, man, that's pretty good because Tony Gravely's a good college wrestler. So
that was shocking, wasn't it?
It really was. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's so good, dude. These dudes are really good, and they're tough. And like I said, you can tell they're mentally tough too. So give me Basharat, but give me him by decision. I really like that over. I wanted to bet the over. I was hoping it was going to start at like -140, -130, and it came out like -170, dude, right away. So it kind of made me mad, and I didn't do it because maybe Basharat in that 3rd round or even late 2nd hits Blackshear because we've seen Blackshear damn near get finished by Zalal. If there'd have been a little bit longer on that, he was done. Yeah, the body, and he was gassing a little bit, but his wrestling and everything seems to check out to where I don't see him getting finished really anywhere. But yeah, man, Basharat by decision. Let's see. We got Saba. He's got Basharat by decision. Yeah. What's the line on that anyways?
+105, even money.
Okay, that's good. Basharat or Blackshear is live. I mean, I was looking at that when they was doing the face-offs. I'm like, damn, you can a couple letters, you could damn near spell both their names out of their names. It was messing my brain up. But Blackshear is live. Manny played him by decision. Okay. I don't mind it. Blackshear, I mean, he looked good on a full fight camp, and he's been doing this for a long time. They said he was one of the dudes that was like in high school wrestling so he would have it for MMA. He knew he was going to do this since he was little too. So fight ends by sub +260. Ain't a bad look, but personally don't have a bet here. Okay. Poker Man, what's up? He said, yes, sir. What's up? Strickland, Bert, how did your season go?
It didn't end good, but it went pretty good.
Made state, dude, in a tough state, tough wrestling state, and that's tough. It's good stuff. I felt that this fight was so close because both guys look like the same fighter, and because it's Basharat in his debut. But he is probably the guy that gets the W. Yeah, that's how I stayed away from it. I like that over. Keep out. What's up, Bert? I watched all your MMA MMA Joey videos. Love them all. Keep out. Emojis. MMA Fight Club. Yeah, dude, I don't. My eyes ain't that good. MMA Fight Club. Blackshear by decision plus 800. Very tempting. He's sharp better too. So.
Yep.
How about fight goes the decision seems good, and that over seems money.
I like that Blackshear by decision at that odds. That seems off to me because you would imagine if he wins, it's going to be by like just scrambling in the best of 2 rounds, right? Like just doing enough on the feet, getting it to the mat, and just like getting top position, maybe by like a greasy decision. I can see that.
Right. Jones by sub third. Strickland's burner, more emojis. Made state, that's raw. Yeah, yep, and a tough one too. Never doubt the Basharats. Yeah, I mean they've proved it. At least his brother has. Jones. All right, boys. Let's do this giveaway. We're short. We got a little time, enough to talk about this main card. So I'm going to do this giveaway. 80 people in the chat right now. Shevchenko Rakhmonov. What is it called, Johnny? A silver prism or whatever?
Yeah, silver refractor. Yeah,
rookie. It's worth good money, and it's going to be worth a ton. And the Nurmagomedov, Umar, rookie, both undefeated. Shavkat is 16-0 with 16 finishes. What does he have more? Which finish type does he have more of? Like sub or knockout?
What's thinking? Oh, it all came at once.
Oh, okay. Everything came in at once. We got to read them. Let's see.
Cody, you're going to have to be the judge on this one.
I got to call. I mean, I got to call it the 8-0, 8-0, right?
We'll take that.
The AJ's 8-0, 8-0. Because I mean, it was even. It's like a small trick question.
Even. Yeah.
It's like, Cody, you dog.
I had to do something with Shavkat that was like, it wasn't too easy. But yeah, it was sneaky because I know someone's gonna be like, hey, what's up? But so AJ 8-0, 8-0, man. And not only that, why I'm gonna definitely give it to him is because he typed out 8-0, 8-0 instead of even just even or some 4 things. He was fast on that. So he knew it. Yep. But yeah, I just sent him some cards too, man. He's the freaking contest winner, and there's 85 people in here.
Could have just waited till Monday.
Yeah. Well, you're getting another package, man. Everybody came in same, just a little bit after.
Manny was a close second.
Yeah, because it came Dev and Pink Floyd had subs, and Manny came in equal. Yeah, it was like So everybody, man, and everybody came in quick. But there you go, AJ. Let's go, man. New York City in the house, getting that. Next fight, boys. Derek Brunson versus Dricus du Plessis. Johnny, I know you're passionate about this one, man. Start us off.
I love me some DDP in this fight. I think both guys are very good. Brunson, to me, he's 39 years old. He's up there in age. He's got cardio for 1 round. Very good wrestling, though, for 1 round. He got some power in his hands for 1 round. Pretty much whatever you say you want to put for 1 round at the end of that. That's what Brunson is. He slows down a lot in the 2nd and 3rd round if it even gets that far. Now, I know DDP is shown to gas out himself, but he has that 2nd wind at some point and maybe even 3rd wind, and he gets it done still. So I think that's kind of what happens. I think round 1 is going to be chaotic as always, but Brunson's not going to have that 2nd wind, and DDP will eventually find it, whether it's 2nd or 3rd round, and he'll get the finish. So that's how I see it. The time is coming to fade DDP. If nobody likes DDP, the time's coming, just like Patty. Time is coming, but this just is not the fight. I think it's all Dricus all day, inside the distance. Probably knockout if I had to choose one or the other, but the finish line is -120, so I took that for a bet. And I have him in a parlay as well, just money line at like -215. So give me Dricus by knockout in the 2nd round.
I like it, dude. I like it. Bert, what you got, brother?
Yeah, I got Dricko du Plessis, the 18-2 South African, not even a prospect anymore. Cameron Simon's more of a prospect, I guess. But Drickus, we already know. Round 1, going to be a little iffy for him. You know, Derek Brunson is champion of the round 1 fights. He goes out there, smashes. He looks like Khabib in round number 1, but you see him walk over to his corner, huffing and puffing, and then he gets back in for round number 2. Overhand rights that take like Nick Diaz type speeds to get to the chin. And that's where Dricko du Plessis is going to start to land his shots. I mean, maybe Brunson could land a takedown in round number 2 using his last reserves of energy. But I mean, Dricko's most of his wrestling and grappling relies on strength. He's not a very technical grappler or anything like that, but that strength is all he's going to need to fend off a gassed out Derek Brunson. So the bets and the predictions that I have is a round 2 or round 3 TKO, and that's the bet as well. Plus 650 for the round number 2 knockout, which is my prediction, and then plus 1,300 just in case Brunson is able to survive later on, is plus 1,300 in round number 3. So nice. I highly doubt there's a first round finish because Brunson has that wrestling. I highly doubt it goes to a decision because that's really where Brunson fades is those later rounds. So Dricko's round 2 KO.
I like it, man. I like it. Patty, what do we got?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Bert. I think it is a round 2 TKO for Drickus most likely in this spot. You know, Derek Brunson, one of the guys historically where he was a wrestler at first, then he fell in love with his power, had a lot of striking success. And then it's come full circle. At 39, he's become more of the wrestling-dependent guy. Looks very awkward on the feet and gets rocked quite a bit against most people he faces. But, you know, he's still a good counter-striker. We saw him drop a Cannonier a year ago at the end of round 1, have some success there. But then it kind of fell apart. He looks very awkward. Cardio looks like it's falling off. So Drickus should be able to mind his P's and Q's and get this job done inside the distance. But my bet, I still have that 0.1 unit on Brunson round 3 by submission, just plus 5,000. I could not look past that.
What's that win then? 250 or somewhere?
$500.
What's up?
Would you put a tenth of
0.1 unit? So $10 on it to win. To win 500. Why not?
That's nice. That is
because I just feel like that could happen. Like in the worst, if it's a good night for Brunson and a bad night for Drickus, and we see that Drickus on low energy. And that last part against like Darren Till in his last fight, we're seeing him get, it was a little bit of a struggle in round 3. He had to get that dominant position back to get that tap out. So what if Brunson does it better? I feel like if Brunson gets the takedown at a certain point, he's not going to let Drickus back up so easily. So that could happen.
Yeah, man. I stayed away from this fight. I didn't bet it. I should have looked into that fight doesn't go to decision. I thought I don't even think I thought it would be way more. What is it at? Minus 200 or something like that.
It doesn't go. It's minus 200, minus 225. Yeah,
that's a really good bet. Like that's a really good bet. One way or the mother effing other, this fight's ending. Like Brunson. Like that's what kind of kept me off it because what Brunson did to Cannonier, I think Cannonier is as durable as a human comes. Like you seen him fighting with Strickland, beating him up, and just he's a tough dude. He got finished up at heavyweight and that stuff. But man, like what Brunson was that close. I bet Cannonier big that fight. And Brunson was real close to finishing him, like dropped him and almost finished him with choke in the first round. And then, he gassed out bad, but I think it was more going for the finish like that because having him hurt standing up and then on the ground, he grappled him. I really think that like I didn't bet Drickus because I can see in my head where there's a world where Derek Brunson comes out here and gets his wrestling going like he did against Shabazian, like he did against even Kevin Holland. There's more people, not to say they have the greatest wrestling, but I don't know how great Drickus's wrestling is yet. We haven't seen him fight no wrestler like this. Like, he's all strength. And the thing is that the real thing that worried me when I was breaking this down is like Brunson is heavy on top. Right. He's heavy and he keeps you down. And if Drickus just keeps trying to freaking explode to get up and in that first round and Brunson just holds him down, he lets him keep doing that. That doesn't take too much energy from the top guy, but it takes a ton from Drickus. And if Drickus comes out in that second round, now when he's fighting someone like Darren Till and he's death gassed in the second, he's taking big shots and stuff, but he's got time to rest. But if he comes out tireder than Derek Brunson in the second, and Derek Brunson lands another takedown, dude, he might not get up again. Like and I know it's an old Derek Brunson. That's why I'm not going to pick him to do that. But like there's a possibility that happens. We have not seen him fight no high level guys yet, or high level wrestlers like this. So, and he's getting, you know, the way older version of Derek Brunson. That's why I'm not picking him. But like, I feel like even somebody like Bo Nickal or something like that, a great wrestler like that, dude. But we'll know a lot more after this fight. But I'm taking the Dricus. I'm taking him by the 3rd round finish too. But I didn't bet none of this. But I like that fight doesn't go to a decision. Is awesome. Let's see what we got here. Keep Out said Blonde Brunson is dangerous, but Chinny DDP for the win. And like Patrick said too, Brunson does start getting sloppy. Like in that 2nd round, he started getting sloppy. He's already a little slower in the stand-up now that he's 39 years old. But like when he gets tired, he looks death gas. But the thing is it like even with Darren Till, he looked that way, but then he would still snatch up a takedown and take him down, dude. And then Till would hurt him and he would get the takedown. And then after a while, them dudes just can't get up and he chokes them out. So we'll know some more, but Dricus does have good wins, and he has a win outside the UFC that's better than a Derek Brunson win, to be honest. Solodic, dude. All right. Any of them read the chat? Let's see. My best mate is on Brunson. Yeah, Saba, I can't blame him. And Saba has Du Plessis by KO TKO in the 2nd round. Yep. And Saba knows the stuff.
Copying my picks, Saba.
We got AJ won the cards, and George is like, I'll spar you for the cards, and they're both from the same area. I wouldn't expect nothing less from New York dudes, dude. They're like, oh, we spar for these cards. Yeah, I know they all know how to fight around there, so that's good, man. Boxing gyms. I know. Well, I watched the thing about how a bunch of the boxing gyms are going away in New York, like where the police like ran them and they had a bunch of funding, and then like it's going away. So that sucks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Gavin Cody reads the chat. Can't read that chat though. I'm not gonna lie, but I appreciate you coming out though and showing support. I hope he's repping Shavkat, man. I'm a sports book listening to y'all right now. Yeah, they better. Lines are changing just from this show. Let's go Shavkat. Hey, let's go DDP Shavkat Valentina parlay at plus money fit in the cash. Feel good as hell about it. Let's go, Abraham. I think it cashes. This is going to be, but sometimes when you don't bet on a fight, and it's good when it's a good fight like this, because this is fun to just watch regardless. Like what's going to happen in this fight, you're not going to be bored at any moments, really, I don't think. Saba, what's your guys' opinion on this longest parlay? Bo by sub, Dricus, Ribas, Ricci, Basharat decision, Shavkat starts round. Shoot, that's a good parlay, Saba.
It's the Ribas. It's the Ribas that you're going to be sweating. Other than that, I like it all.
Yeah, like Ribas, Ricci, and that Shavkat, just in case Jeff Neal is depleted. But overall, man, yeah, that's plus 2,500. I like that.
Ricci might look like the biggest favorite of all the favorites by the end of this card. Like, I think she might be the biggest lock on this card because her opponent's the least dangerous out of all the big favorites opponents. You know what I mean? There's not one.
But you got to remember the Lupita Godinez robbery.
Yeah, but I feel like
Penne is slippery, man. I feel odd about that money line. Like the pick I like Ricci I like, but the money line, oof.
MMA prodigy, the Dricus blitzes him and gets a knockout. That could be possible too. Brunson fights in slow motion.
Nick Diaz.
Yep. Easy. I need
Razzabov.
Because DC Dave contest again, Johnny, so I don't pick oh geez.
It's going to come down to me and Saba 1 and 2, and then it's the main event, and then whoever's going to win that's going to be number 1 or number 2.
Speaking of that, all right, we got Jessica Penne, Tabitha Ricci. I'm going to start this one. I don't like that Tabitha Ricci's so much smaller than Penne, but she's better everywhere. She's the better striking, better wrestling, better jiu-jitsu. Like her jiu-jitsu is top-notch, freaking black belt. She was rolling around with Polyana Viana, who's probably one of the most dangerous girls on the ground, period, in that division, and she was staying safe. I think she's going to be better everywhere, and I think that her by decision is really good because Ricci's got good jiu-jitsu, so she's not going to get submitted, and she's tough standing up. You've seen her taking them leg kicks and stuff from Ducati. So give me Tabitha Ricci by decision. It was like minus 135. I wanted to bet it, but it didn't make it to my 5. Johnny, who do you got?
I love Ricci. Just in general, no.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm on it.
I think she is better everywhere. I like her striking. She's quick, good takedowns, good grappling as well. The only thing that Penne might have a little advantage would just be keeping this fight at range and just running away basically and not getting taken down. And if she does get the back of Ricci, it might be trouble for Ricci a little bit. But other than that, I mean, there's just no danger for Ricci here at all. And all she needs to do is either outstrike her and use her leg kicks or go for the takedown and stay on top and work her ground and pound or maybe a sub. So I do think this fight will go to decision because both girls are tough. I don't think they're going to get submitted. So I got the over 2.5 as well in this fight, and I think it hits. But Ricci's going to win 30-27 pretty convincingly.
I like it. I like it. Bert, how you feeling? I see you got the wig. What's going on? So you got the hair?
It's just fun to play with, you know?
Yeah.
It's the patty wig.
The patty wig.
Yeah, I got to burn it after the Jared Gordon decision, but
I needed that money. They took it back with Tahuga.
Me too. I needed that.
They took it right back from me. So,
but yeah, Tabitha Ricci and Jessica Penne. I think Ricci is way, way better on the ground. A lot of people, I don't know who. I watched one video a few days ago of someone being like, well, Jessica Penne got that armbar on Karolina Kowalkiewicz. She's just going to submit Tabitha Ricci as soon as she gets on top. Do they not know that Tabitha Ricci is a very, very legit Brazilian jiu-jitsu artist? She's not getting submitted by Jessica Penne in this fight. It's going to be one of those kind of like the Polyana Viana fight, if not just identical, where she's just going to grind on top, which I'm going to watch and enjoy, and just ground and pound, just ground and pound for 3 straight rounds. Pretty simple one, 30-27 Tabitha Ricci.
Like that. Patty, what do you got? You looking for the ground and
Look, I'm just not as confident. Like I can start nitpicking a little bit more. Like, yeah, I think Ricci should win. She's got a huge age advantage. She is her striking is decent, even though she's usually outsized by quite a bit. Her striking is okay if she can blitz in range, but dude, we're looking at minus 195 I had on Ricci last year, and now I got to deal with a minus 300 or something. It doesn't make any sense. So now I can nitpick and think of the ways where Penne could win this fight, which is just ending up on top position the way she did against like Lupi Godinez. She stole the fight based on ending up on top position. So could that happen? We've seen Ricci have trouble finishing people. Like who was that? Was that Oliveira that she could not finish last time she fought?
Yeah,
Oliveira and
quitter
Polyana.
Yeah, but Maria Oliveira, like that should have been like a spot where she finishes the fight. She couldn't do so. And she started getting a little bit tired and just tossing her around. By round 3, it was like a struggle. It's like, oh man, I hope that Ricci doesn't bust the parlays here. So yeah, I'm not as confident at this money line, but I think she wins the fight just based on effective top control time and staying safe. I don't think she has to worry, like Bert was saying, about getting submitted here. I think she'll be safe to grind this out and get a decision, but it could get greasy. This is a spot where a big favorite could shit the bed here.
Yeah. Especially women's MMA. But shoot, man.
You never know.
Yeah.
It's tough to see, though. I'll be honest.
Bunny Hunter said Ricci lock of the card. She's been waiting for this fight. I think it was canceled once or twice. Yeah. So she
was canceled once.
Yeah. Maz, if 18-year-old,
which is why we're getting awful money line because it was already canceled and the bookies are making up for their mistake in the first time.
I think she started at minus 150 the first time, somewhere in there. Ricci's a judo black belt. Yeah, she's great everywhere. And Penne's not. I mean, she's don't have the best strike. She's not bad everywhere, but like Ricci's high level black belt for a woman, dude. Boys, yeah. Boston Nick MMA in the house. What's up, Boston Nick? Appreciate you coming out, man. Boston Nick MMA, check him out. MMA prodigy. I think Ricci just holds her down. She can outstrike her too, so she can really beat her anywhere. Let's win this today. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Boston Nick. The MMA prodigy. What's up, Moise? And Moise is in the house too. Moise Audio. Appreciate you coming out tonight too. I clicked one up earlier when we were still going over a fight. But yeah, man, appreciate Boston Nick coming out, hanging out, burning time, having a good time. MMA Fight Club interviewed one of Penne's teammates last night, Jenna Bishop. She is, of course, choosing Penne, but I just don't see it. Interview and clips are on IG and YouTube. Check out MMA Fight Club. He does a couple interviews a week with up and coming stars from every organization, UFC to PFL to everybody. So check out MMA Fight Club. Plus, he's got a great voice, man. Great voice, and he knows his stuff. Great dude too. Need to remember Tabitha had a dominant win over Polyana Viana, and Polyana got them hands, feet, BJJ, and everything else. She's my favorite fighter. I like the Baby Shark too, but I'm a Viana fan. Jenna also trained with Ricci too. Okay. Jenna, Ricci gonna tap. Hey. That's gonna bust some stuff. That's gonna make a lot of people mad. Put that bad juju.
Plus 900 for a
Penne by submission. It's got to be huge.
Plus 900. I looked it up. I think that's the only way she wins.
Okay,
I wouldn't even bet on that. That's not even enough value.
I could see her winning by decision. Like decision has got to be juicy too.
Yeah.
I could certainly see that happening.
Let's get to this fight, boys.
Split decision.
Men's lightweight division. Mateus Gamrot versus Jalen Turner. Patty, start this one. This is the fight right here, boys.
Yeah, I do have a money line bet on Mateus Gamrot here, and this is it's a
That's
spot
gonna be
where
debated.
big stylistic matchup, that does not favor Jalen Turner one bit in this spot. I think Jalen Turner is certainly a freak athlete. He's going to be a force. He is still very young. What's he, like 27 years old still? So that is great, but I think this matchup is much, much less favorable than his initial opponent in Dan Hooker, a fellow kickboxer. Yeah. So I could see Gamrot getting all sorts of control time, maybe even getting a sub in this fight.
Okay.
But I got a good money line. I got it before the fights even happened last weekend. So it was like minus 175 I have on Gamrot. I feel pretty good about that number.
You beat some line movement for sure. Bert, let me hear that take on this, man.
Yeah, originally, when I first saw the fight, Jalen Turner and Mateus Gamrot, I did a little bit of research, and then I was going to go Jalen Turner by decision, which is a very, very outlandish pick for me. But then the more I think about this type of a fight, the only reason I was going Jalen to win by decision is just because, like the Amanda Ribas fight earlier, I think Jalen is going to have those moments where he's just going to land something big. He's just going to go for the guillotine and get really close to it, hurt Mateus Gamrot. I don't think he'll finish him, but that was kind of the logic I was going into it with Jalen winning. But like I said, the more that I think about this type of a fight, I think Gamrot is just going to kind of welcome those submission attempts of Jalen Turner and use them to get the top control, get the ground and pound going, get the control time, and really win those rounds in the later portions of the fight. I think round one, probably go Jalen Turner, just landing some of those big shots. But from then on, I think that's where he's going to get a little bit reckless going for the finish, because I don't even remember the last time Turner's been to a round two, been to a round three. So I keep remembering the Matt Frevola fight where he got out wrestled multiple rounds. Matt Frevola, Mateus Gamrot, way above Matt Frevola. So I'm going to go Mateus Gamrot to win round two, round three. It's a possibility for a finish because we don't really see Jalen a lot later on in the fight, but I'll go decision for Mateus Gamrot. It's a good fight, though.
Like it.
I like it. Johnny, what do you got?
Yeah, like Bert said, I wanted to pick Turner. Like, I think I went in looking at the tape. I'm like, I'm going to pick Turner. And then I'm like, I got to pick Gamrot. I want Turner to win so bad, though, but I don't think he's going. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. I think the wrestling is going to be too much, the pressure, pace that he's going to put on. And Gamrot's not going to strike with Turner. There's just no way. He's going to use the striking to set up the takedowns. He can't strike with Turner. He knows that. And like Bert said, maybe Turner tries to go for the guillotine or some kind of choke and he doesn't get it. And then he's just going to be on the mat for most of the round and lose it. So after that first round, I think that's going to be the dangerous round for Gamrot. I think he's going to win it 2 and 3 or maybe get a late sub. So give me Gamrot. I'm going to say by decision. I'm hoping Turner wins. I'm rooting for him, but that's just a pick. I don't have a bet on this fight one bit because I don't like to do that when my heart says one thing, my brain says the other. I let it go.
So all three of you on Gamrot?
Mm-hmm.
This feels like
I want to be on Turner, but
it's not like
so hard.
Confident Gamrot.
Did we have the same panel for the Islam UFC? The Islam versus Charles.
Yeah, we did.
Because I had Beneil Dariush over Gamrot in that one. I was the only one that had him. And it's the same thing, dude. I'm not impressed with Gamrot. He's a one-trick pony with the freaking ankle pick. He's good, you know what I mean? But listen, Jalen Turner has shown very improved wrestling. Oh, he got beat by Frevola over 3 years ago. He's 23. He didn't come from a wrestling background. And if you watch that fight, he got up a lot, man. Like before I rewatched it, I remembered it because I had actually bet on Jalen Turner in that fight. And in my memory, like Matt Frevola just dogged him the whole time, but he really didn't. It was a good fight. Like he hit Frevola with some good knees, had Frevola hurt a little standing up. But that was over 3.5 years ago, and he's shown good wrestling and good takedowns himself and good takedown defense since then. Then he's so big. You got Gamrot coming in on short notice. I know he's not going to get like completely out of shape, but dude, if he starts doing his ankle picks and Jalen Turner shows some takedown defense and keeps this fight standing for any amount of time, dude, he's going to hurt Gamrot every time they're standing up. His punches are so long and crisp. His knees are phenomenal. Gamrot, he shoots in sloppy takedowns. By the second round, he shoots from like 8 feet out for that ankle pick, dude. And he might get his head kneed off his shoulders. Like, I just think that Jalen Turner's got good jiu-jitsu. Like, say he reverses Gamrot, he might be able to do some stuff. He's so long on the ground. His rear nakeds are sick. He's got sick triangles. He's a brown belt, almost a black belt. I'm just not as impressed with Gamrot as a lot of other people are. Like, he could be like 2-3 in the UFC, losing to Guram. He could have lost to Armin, and then he just lost to Beneil. And his wins are like Scott Holtzman and freaking Jeremy Stevens. But I don't know, man. I just think Jalen Turner's younger. It's weird. I mean, it's kind of short notice for both, even though Turner's going to be in more shape. But I mean, he didn't know he was fighting Mateusz Gamrot. It's definitely a big switch up for Dan Hooker. But I'm taking the younger, more dangerous dude at plus 180, plus 190. I feel like I didn't bet him. I wanted to. I had 3 bets that I had. I had underdogs I wanted to bet: Manny Martinez, Jalen Turner, and Julian Marquez. And I ended up going with Julian Marquez. But I may have put in like a little 0.4 unit parlay on Manny Martinez and Jalen Turner, like 0.4 to win like $300 for $40. So, but I like Turner here. I think he's way more dangerous, and I think that he can get it. He can get it done. Boston too. I think we're still talking about Ricci and Polly.
I think he wins,
which
by,
I don't mind. Jordan,
you think he wins by finish, Turner?
Yeah, man. I think he can either I think he finishes him. I think at some point, dude, he's so dangerous, dude, everywhere. Like, he's so dangerous. I think he finishes Gamrot. I'm not impressed with Gamrot, like his striking at all.
I think that's the way he wins too, but Gamrot's never been finished either.
No, but he hasn't fought 6'3" finishing machine of Jalen Turner, who's like, and here's the thing: I'm not saying Turner takes him down and subs him, but I'm saying Turner hits him from 13 foot across the ring with a straight right and clubs and subs him like he did Brad Riddell and all these other dudes. Because, dude, his striking is. And I want to see Jalen Turner.
Gamrot's more durable than like a Riddell.
I don't want to see Gamrot's boring ass, fake ass Islam style make it up there. I want to see Jalen Turner, who's exciting, come out here and put these dudes down.
Because Sarukian beat Gamrot, so he shouldn't even be up in this spot anyways, to be honest. Exactly. So I think Sarukian should be fighting Turner right now. That would be an amazing fight.
Yep,
I pick Sarukian all day though.
We'll see. We'll see after this fight what the odds will be. We'll know after tonight what the odds will be on that. But yeah, Euphoria plus 185. Feed me the tasty dog. I like that. What a panel to have.
I mean, it's a good line. It's a good line.
It really is. It's crazy line, and that's why it makes me stay off it a little bit, because it's like, is it a trap? Because it's weird.
It's too good. It's like it's almost too good to be true.
Great to also have Gane on the show a few hours before the fights. Yeah, he's warming up, but here he is, man. What you gonna do?
A real heavyweight, not this John Jones flappy.
Can you speak a little French for me?
Can you
speak a little French for me?
John Jones looks worse than Cormier at heavyweight.
Bonjour. No.
Yippee-ki-yay, what is up? Appreciate you coming out. You said if Gamrot struggles with the takedown right away, I'm going to put a live bet on Turner. Bet the house. Sleep. Y'all
wait till after the first round. Wait till after the first round.
We're gonna keep
You'll know a lot after the first round.
But Turner's got good cardio though. His cardio is not terrible. Like, I think
I'm just saying, wait until after the first round. If Gamrot can't get a takedown, to bet a live bet. If Gamrot does not get a takedown and shoot like 6 or 7 times, Turner, go.
Yeah, Gamrot. You guys see that picture of that Effie Any Action Sportscast posted with Jalen Turner? How big he was.
Yeah, dude. And Effie said, awesome. Dude, Jalen, dude. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, Gamrot ain't coming in doing body lock takedowns. He shoots a freaking ankle pick. Like, it's so weird because that's all he's got. It's all he's got. Cody, trust me, Jalen is going to win this, bro. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. And I want him to. Got Turner by sub plus 900. I like that. Dude, he's so long. It's going to be on the ground. He's going to have chance. He's got good jiu-jitsu and club and sub. That ring, stinging him, ringing the bell, getting him down. Pat's such a hunk.
Love you more.
Those are the facts. Yeah. I mean, sheesh. Yes, he is. That's why we get him on the show. Get him on the show for all the dudes.
Me and Saba know.
Sarukian would eat Turner, and that's debatable too. We'll see after tonight.
Alive.
We'll know after tonight. We'll know after
eat him alive. Eat him alive.
You said that about Gamrot. He could barely beat the Gamer, man.
He beat Gamrot. It doesn't matter. He beat him.
Yeah, you should wear that Gane outfit he had on.
That was a wacky looking.
That was the Frenchest thing I've ever seen, man.
That was the Frenchiest thing I've ever seen. Dude, I didn't
like
like
the
Frenchest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I tried to watch the embedded episodes last night too, since I had some free time, and I didn't like it. Dude, they have John Jones sitting in his house, like looking at all of his championship belts, looking at his legacy.
I did this,
and then it's Cyril Gane just like playing video games with his boys. I'm like, what is this?
Having fun.
It didn't make me feel very good about Gane's chances here.
Yeah. It's
I think that's just his personality. He just
he's just goofy. I don't like it.
He's just a little goofy guy.
But I don't watch that content behind the scenes. I hate it.
We need an update for upcoming fight. Who's MMA Prodigy and Bert? You know MMA Prodigy? He's a new up and comer. He's a young dude too.
Good content.
Everybody's trying to fight in the comments today. We're getting ready. Hey, 33 minutes.
Everybody wants to fight Bert. Everybody always wants to fight Bert.
Bert, why is everyone coming at you, man? What you do to everybody?
He's the top dog.
Top dog, man. Heavy as the head that wears the crown.
I agree with that comment a lot.
I agree with that statement 100% right there.
What's that? Which one?
Fuck.
Oh, Tabitha. Oh.
That's the guy right there. Best comment of the day.
Yep. Which wins the comment of the day? Yep.
Money Glitch Online. I like that name too. He's so long. Balling well. That's what Johnny said. He's so long. All right. Gamrot. Yeah, you said it like that too.
You better let him Modelos already.
It was a little drawn out too. I was like, I didn't think he was talking about his
I don't believe you guys. I'm
gonna have to make a clip. I'm gonna clip it.
Clip that.
Saba hit me with the French. Please? What'd you say about my mama in French, Saba?
Cody, can you read that, please?
Me?
Yeah.
Je parle plus de français par là.
That
was pretty good.
Merci beaucoup.
Pretty decent, actually.
I was impressed with that.
What's the other one?
That was seductive.
French fries. Jones brought in all the great trading partners, dude. He had fun. He had Maurice Green on there, bro. And if you're not winning after training with Maurice Green, what are you doing? Who are you training?
Maurice Green. They brought him in for a whole day seminar. What not to do to be successful in the UFC.
Listen, if I was a guy in Men in Black, dude, I would go straight up to Maurice Green. He looks like one of them, the aliens that's just hiding in a human's body, bro.
Oh, God.
Crazy this.
Maurice
Green. You seen him? The crochet.
Doesn't he have like a lazy eye or something?
Oh,
I don't even think it's lazy. I just think that he's an alien. When they show John's old wrestling shoes on embedded, he's got like cocaine and beer stains on him and shit. I was flying knee bar Patrick within 20 seconds. Saba wants all the smoke tonight.
Oh, baby.
There you go.
All right, boys, let's get to this. Jeff Neal, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Bert, you start this one.
First off, we got to mention Jeff Neal missed weight by 4 pounds. We're just going to throw that out there. You can do with that what you will. You can say 4 pounds. He's going to have the size advantage now. He didn't have to cut as much weight. You can also say he had a horrible weight cut. He tried to make 170 and just couldn't. He's going to get gassed out. We have no idea, so we don't really have a clue how the weight miss is going to factor into it. But my respect does go down a little bit for Jeff Neal for missing weight, especially by 4 pounds. That is huge for this welterweight division, but it doesn't matter. You can miss weight by 4 pounds. You can miss weight by 5 pounds. You can miss weight by double-digit pounds. You're not beating Shavkat Rakhmonov. Round one, you got to go out there and throw. You got to let your hands go. You don't have to be all technical. You just got to let your hands go and hope you catch that up in the air chin of Shavkat Rakhmonov. But if you're not able to, which I don't think you will, round number 2 is going to come. Shavkat's going to find his range on the feet, find his timing for the takedowns, get the takedown in round number 2, do exactly what he does always. Ground and pound a little bit, get that full mount position, and be like, give your back to Shavkat Rakhmonov. Boom, boom, tappy, tappy, or go to sleepy. Shavkat Rakhmonov, round 2, submission.
I like it. Johnny, what do you got?
Yeah, round 2 submission Shavkat. I mean, I don't care if Jeff Neal is 185 pounds. There's no way he's going to win this fight because he doesn't wrestle. So what's the weight going to do? Maybe add a little bit more power, but that's if he hits him in the face enough to knock him out. So, yeah, Shavkat's going to, maybe, I don't want to say play with him a little bit in the first round, but he's going to maybe get the range and maybe just gauge what he's going to do. And then second round hits, I think grappling is going to come in like full force. Jeff Neal's going to be like, I don't know what to do. And you're going to see that he doesn't know what to do because Shavkat's going to get that neck and then boop, done. Second round, calling it right now.
Man, you and Bert both got the good sound effects today. You guys acted that one out good. Patrick, you got to top that, man. Who do you got? You got to top.
I tried to beat Bert, so I
didn't,
but I tried.
I need chokeholds. I need all of that, man.
Bang! Pow!
Pow! Kisser.
That's what I'm calling. Round 2, round 3 submission for Shavkat.
Shavi.
He can strike at range. He can strike in the clinch, work the body, get the takedowns, get the ground. The ground and pound is lethal. You saw Carlston Harris got knocked out cold just from the ground and pound alone, basically. I like Shavkat's chances here. Now, the money line, you can start looking at Jeff Neal and saying, what, Jeff Neal probably has a better chance than any of the opponents Shavkat's fought so far because of the strength of schedule and the fact that this money line was rebooked. It was supposed to take place earlier this year. So just like the Tabitha Ricci, Jessica Penne money line, I think it's egregious that there's a minus 500 or more associated with Shavkat here. But of course, I'm going to take it. I'm going to parlay it because I think he wins. But man, the value is on Jeff Neal here, man. He could definitely land something. Or if Shavkat can't get those takedowns as easily as he, we all think he can, that would be dangerous because striking at range with Jeff Neal, Vicente Luque had never been put out by strikes before, and he was tasting the canvas at the end of that fight. So it's a scary fight for me, even with now Jeff Neal missing weight. That makes me feel a little bit better, but man, it's I feel bad having parlayed up the money line with Rakhmonov here. I'll tell you that. I think it should be a lot.
I do not feel bad at all.
Well, I'm glad.
I'm trying to help you out.
It could be because I got a lot of money on it, and that's why I feel bad. Like I feel a little bit nervous. This is a tough test. I think you should be able to get the fight to the mat and soften up Jeff Neal, get that choke round 2.
Yeah, he's gonna beat up Jeff Neal, dude. Shavkat, I think he's gonna be. He's got a chance to be like the 170 and 185 pound champ. Bro, he's fucking huge, dude. He's so huge and he's thick too. Like probably not Jalen Turner style, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the dude, you know what I mean? But he's just a fucking good fighter everywhere. And I'm gonna say he gets the finish. I think he actually can TKO Jeff Neal. I think it's gonna be TKO instead of submission. I think that either he can either knock him out standing up, or like even Patrick was saying, or one of you guys said about the ground and pound, that he hit Carlston Harris. He hit him with a spinning wheelhouse kick to the fucking head, dropped him, and then he throws the punches, our straightest ground and pound. Another thing that can make you feel good is if you watch the fight where Shavkat got messed up a little bit. Like, dude, he got cracked right on the chin, dude, went down. This dude got on top of him, and the dude he fought was pretty good. The dude got on top of him, dude, had him mounted and was hitting him with elbows, and he never gave up, never stopped, kept moving, and then came out and gave that dude the same treatment in the next round and smashed him from mount. So I think that he can survive Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal is got a ton of power, but it's like to like slow people like Mike Perry and stuff like that. He finished the Vicente Luque, but Vicente Luque don't show nothing in his game, dude. All he's got is boxing, and once he starts getting beat up, he can't go to wrestling and stuff like that. So he just had to keep taking that beating. Shavkat ain't going to do that. He can beat him anywhere. He's very patient. I hope he doesn't go out there and just get in wild exchanges, because that's the way he would lose this, but I don't see it. Bunny Hunter said this is the fight where the fact that Jeff Neal has faced the better competition could come into play, and I feel like a parlay buster. Jeff is only a good boxer, though. He's got a good left head kick, but he can get that up.
I don't know, Bunny. It's true, though.
Better. I took one unit. Shavkat finished prop and parlayed that with Ricci decision. I like that. That's solid, man.
Great.
Shavkat is better than Bilal, 1,000%.
Shavkat isn't better than
not better than Bilal.
Oh well,
I can see Johnny looking like Lemmy from Motorhead. I could see that, Moise. Johnny, you just gotta shave this part. You gotta shave the chin part of your beard
right here.
Yeah,
the middle.
The Lemmy Kilmister is it's the beard, and then it comes up for the mustache, goes right back down. You got to bare the chin, but yeah, face shape, guys.
I'm down.
Lemmy is one of my favorite bands of all time.
Slight soul patch though. You should. Let's see. Johnny. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Little bit.
Shavkat is better than Bilal, and I love Bilal, but Shavkat's better. I'm sorry.
He's bigger and better. He was spinning kick.
I love Bilal.
Big old head. Bilal's head's
my
that
dude.
big. He's gonna walk him back, and then Shavkat's gonna spin and bam.
Bilal's my dude, J Miz. But
what was your thing earlier? Bloop or whatever. That's what he's gonna do to Bilal. Funny you say that. Cody Shavkat said he might go up eventually. Yeah, I think he's gonna
follow Hazmat.
Well, either Jung Young Park fought at 170 or he fought at 185 because he's got to win over Jung Young Park outside the UFC.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jung Young Park looks like he could make 170 if he wanted to. So great breakdown, gentlemen. Repping the layer cake. Let's go, Rob. He's in the layer cake Discord, Patreon. That's my boy. Appreciate you coming out. Next fight's going to be a quick one. Jamie Pickett versus Bo Nickal. Who do you got, Patty?
Yeah, I got Bo Nickal by submission. I did play that too. Like I was like minus 160, minus 165, something like that. Yeah, I think he gets it done, man. That's just the path he's been taking. You know what I mean? Like he's been either booping you over the head and grabbing your neck or, you know, just getting the takedown within 5 seconds of the Contender Series. I think he does it against Jamie Pickett as well. Wouldn't this be the craziest parlay buster, though, for everybody involved that's parlayed up Bo Nickal at like minus 2,000
Do it,
odds?
Bo. I will hate Bo forever.
If Jamie Pickett does a George Masvidal flying knee right off the bat, that would be amazing. But give me Bo Nickal to get that club and sub round one.
I like that. I don't know what would be more crazy, seeing Bo Nickal getting beat by Jamie Pickett or hearing and seeing Patrick say he's going to boop him over the head. He's all big. I would never expect that. Boop. Yeah, I got you. That's a good breakdown. Excellent. Bert, and we need it too for MMA. Bert, what do you got?
Yeah, for this fight, I've met both of the guys. Jamie trains down the gym about I think 20, 25 miles away from me. And every single time I go into that gym, I'm seeing him wrestling with John Salter from Bellator, who's a pretty okay wrestler and grappler, but he's a little up there in the age. And I'm telling you, this is a little inside information. Probably shouldn't be saying it. John Salter's getting these takedowns very, very easily.
John Salter, makes sense.
Yeah.
Bo Nickal is Bo Nickal. John Salter, I'm not disrespecting my boy John Salter, but if John is getting those takedowns and Jamie is just going out there just to outstrike his opponents and not even mixing in some wrestling and grappling, what is Bo going to do? Now, that being said, I like my KOs, and this is the first fight on the pay-per-view. Bo Nickal rocked Donovan Beard inside of like a minute in that fight with that overhand left as he was going for the ankle pick when he got that takedown. A lot of people just thought, oh, we got the ankle pick, he got the takedown. He rocked Donovan Beard early on in that one, and then he went for the submission. Personally, I think Bo gets whatever he wants in a submission. If he wants a submission, he'll get it. If Kyle Dawkins is getting it, Bo Nickal is going to get it. But it's a first fight of a pay-per-view. I bet Dana's probably talking to him right now. He's saying, what's going to be better for publicity? A wrestler coming in there and getting a submission. All right, that's what a lot of people are expecting. Or this D1 NCAA champion going out there and knocking out Jamie Pickett, showing I'm not just a wrestler. I can strike. I got power in my hands as well. That's what I see happening here. I think he'll take down Jamie, ground and pound him a bit, and then just be like, oh, you know, I want the knockout. Ground and pound, and then hurt him with something on the feet and knock him out. He could get a submission. It's just kind of what he wants. And I think he would rather want a KO. So I'll go KO for Bo Nickal, round one.
I like that. Johnny, who do you got?
Yeah, I think Bo Nickal comes in there and gets that takedown easy. And he could do whatever he want. Knockout, submission. I'm going to say submission. Maybe he does try for that knockout. Maybe he does. And then all of a sudden Pickett turns around and that neck is just right there. And you kind of have to take what you're given. Boom, done. I think he's more comfortable with submissions at this point in his career. Not to say later on that's going to change, but we've seen him do it twice so far in his last two fights. Really quick submissions. I think that's where he's more comfortable. He'll lean towards that after he gets to the mat. I'm seeing a rear naked choke once he mounts him. And Jamie Pickett's Jamie Pickett. We all know him. He's going to lose. First round submission. That's it.
Yep. I like
Game
it.
over.
I'm with you guys. Dude, Bo Nickal's a savage athlete, savage person, savage mentality. You don't get to where he's gotten wrestling without being a beast. And he's a big dude too, man. Like Jamie Pickett's usually a little bigger than most of the guys he fights. And Bo Nickal looked the same size as him. Bo Nickal's going to take him down, or like Bert said, dude, he can really do whatever because Jamie Pickett's not dangerous. So like Bo Nickal could stand with him and hit him with a giant shot. Because Jamie Pickett's like the least dangerous person on earth. Not on earth, but I mean in the UFC 185 division, other than Ugly Man Joe, who he beat. But Give me Bo
I think
Nickal.
Joe might be more dangerous, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that fight
Yeah,
was weird. I lost money on that. I
Mhm.
lost money on that fight, but I just
Me
think
too.
that Bo's gonna get him, and I would just be safe and bet Bo first round finish instead of going sub or TKO, because like Bert said, made excellent points, and that could easily happen. And like you guys said, submission that could easily happen. So give me Bo first round. The under 1.5 obviously safe. I know it's juiced up to like minus 300 or something, but like that seems pretty safe. But
Super
There's
safe
one on-
parlay piece though.
I think there's one on DraftKings where you can add Bo Nickal to win and the under 1.5. So a little bit of extra.
oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's cool. Especially letting you bet 2 on one fight. Usually, freaking my casino won't let me do that. They won't let me bet like a winner and an over under.
Yeah, DraftKings does the same game parlays, which are pretty nice. You can combine like the
They
time
always-
with the
DraftKings same
winner
game
and method.
parlays. If you parlay anything together, it's always cheaper than like just the normal bet of the two, for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Yep. J-Miss said, Herb Dean, the gold standard. What's up, man? Appreciate you coming out, man. Said Bert MMA is back. Legend. We had to get him back, man. We had to get him on here first, too. Mr. D said Nickal via KO plus 265.
Value.
Yeah. If he loses this one to freaking Jamie Pickett, he's gonna be known as Bo Penny by the time.
If I'm Bo and I lose this fight, I'm retiring. I'm done.
Yeah. Well, dude,
It's
the
time
thing
to
that
end it.
worries me, even though because Pickett ain't dangerous, but what's the dude over in Bellator? I just watched get his head knocked off, and he was a phenomenal college wrestler too. The dude that's crazy
Austin Vanderford?
No,
Patrick Downey.
Downey. That was like crazy, and wrestling would get kicked out and stuff. And
And he lost to a guy coming off a loss on
that was terrible. The guy was like 2-3 that beat him. It's just because he had no stand up. I don't see that happening.
Looks very, very green, like greener than Bo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This fight is on the prelims.
Esteban Ribas. Yeah, we kind of went over that, how his takedown defense is kind of lackluster, but striking powerful, so you never know.
Yep. All right, boys, let's get into the co-main. We got 15 minutes. Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko. Johnny, what do you get? Who you got?
I'm going to go with champion here, Valentina. I think she gets it done. I think she's the better striker. I think she's the better grappler, wrestler. I like Grasso as a fighter. I just think, as Cody likes to say, there's just levels to this game. And I think Valentina is just a step above her right now. She's got good kicks. I mean, anywhere you look at this fight, I think she's better. Where it's going to be a little bit close would be the boxing. But that's all Grasso really has. She does have some grappling, but Valentina's grappling is better. So I do think eventually Valentina will get that knockout, whether it's going to be on the feet or on the mat. I'm leaning more so on the mat. She gets a takedown, maybe a crucifix or something like that, and gets a knockout maybe in the 3rd or 4th round. But that's what I say. I could be wrong, but I think Valentina basically wins this fight however she wants to. And that's not saying, I'm not trying to be mean because Grasso is very good, but I just think Valentina's just that. She's a champion for a reason. That's it. So give me Valentina. I'll say 4th round, like ground and pound knockout.
Okay. I like that. Bert, what do you got, bro?
Yeah, this is one of the situations where we have every so now and then, kind of like Masvidal getting a title shot against Kamaru Usman. Alexa Grasso really is not that deserving here. There's Manon Fiorot up at the top of the weight class. There's Aaron Blanchfield there. There's a Tyler Santos rematch. I mean, Jessica Andrade, you can always mix her in for the title implications. Grasso should be nowhere near fighting for the belt. I don't think she beats like really any of those girls inside of the top 5, possibly Caitlin Chukagian, but all the girls Shevchenko's already beaten, like Tyler Santos and Jessica Andrade, they probably destroy Alexa Grasso should they ever have a fight. And Valentina, like you said, is much better striker, way better in kicking, way better grappling. She took down Andrade, crucifixed her so many times and just smashed her. And yeah, you can say Tyler Santos did pretty good and had a very close fight, arguably won. Alexa Grasso was not going to do any of the things Tyler Santos has done. So any of the weaknesses you can say Valentina has is not really anything that Alexa can capitalize on, as she's a boxer. She's not a wrestler or a grappler like a Blanchfield or a Tyler Santos. I'm hoping for a finish. I'd like Valentina to get back to her finishing ways here, maybe a rear naked, maybe she catches her with something on the feet. But Grasso's a tough girl. I think this one goes all the way, and 1 round at best, but probably 50-45. Maybe one of the judges gives it 49-46 for a pretty dominant unanimous decision.
Okay, Patrick, what do you got?
Yeah, I got Shevchenko parlayed up with Shavkat, and then I also have the fight goes to round 3, like starts round 3. Minus 158 was on FanDuel. Not a bad price for a women's flyweight fight to just see, round 3 in this spot. Grasso, I think this should be a striking battle. She's pretty defensively sound, but Valentina should be able to counter strike her all day long, work some grappling in there. Like this, kind of like Bert was saying, like it's just what happens when you have a dominant champion. You have to feed anybody with a win streak to her, otherwise you will have no matchups, right? Because all the other girls at flyweight are pretty close, so you can't have them beating each other. Nobody will be on a win streak. So at a certain point, you start feeding them all to the champion, and that's what we're seeing. But yeah, I'd be much more interested in seeing a rematch of Tyler Santos or Erin Blanchfield in the future. But give me Shevchenko. Say late finish is likely here.
Yeah, I like that. I'm with you guys, dude. Grasso's good, got good boxing. Her wrestling and jiu-jitsu is definitely shown improvement over the years, but Shevchenko's going to be better everywhere other than maybe just like classic boxing, but that's not what they're going to do. She's going to MMA her, you know what I mean? And she's got the best fight IQ in the game. Like she doesn't come out here like John Jones go, oh, I just wanted to try my luck with Muay Thai with a Muay Thai world champion or whatever Thiago Santos said, what he said after that, why he never took him down, but he couldn't take him down. But yeah, man, I think Shevchenko's better everywhere. I think she keeps wrestling her, and I think Grasso tires out in that 4th or 5th round, and Shevchenko gets the TKO, like Johnny said, through crucifix. And in a perfect world, in my perfect world, I want Shevchenko to retire after this fight. She's like 35, gonna go on 36, dude. And I thought she lost that last fight to Santos, and she's got some killers coming up. I want her to go out like George St. Pierre. Keep that belt. You whooped everybody. You don't need to fight Santos because like you got Santos, Blanchfield, Manon Farrow, dude, them are all, and she's older now. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Shevchenko at 32, I take her over all them girls, but she ain't gonna fight again until she's probably almost 36. And it's like, I would rather. I love how St. Pierre went out, dude. He went out the way you're supposed to go out, and I would like to see that because she's a little older doing her last fight. I mean, but I don't know. That's just that's what I would like. I think
Shevchenko wants to fight Nunes one more time before she retires.
No, that'll be a horrible idea.
Yeah, and Nunes is younger.
I think she does though, because I think she really thought she won the last fight, which was very close.
Yeah,
and I know she won
the first.
That's what I think. That's just me.
Yeah, but if whichever she fights Nunes right now, she's getting destroyed.
Yes, she's too little.
She's gonna want to do it though.
I feel like her
body thinks she is.
Oh yeah,
a horrible idea.
Let's see. Took valid decision plus 185. Hey, plus money on Shevchenko is good, man. MMA Fight Club, great show and awesome chat. Cody and JK, where you at tonight? We're at tonight, but Patrick was on point. Burst the MVP. Just joking. Enjoy the fights, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Manny. Everybody check out MMA Fight Club. Some of the best information in the game, and he'll be on a show with us probably the next one, man. Great thought. All right, last fight, boys. John Jones, Cyril Gane. Patty, start us off, brother.
Yeah, it's such a fun fight, man. I'm excited to see that John Jones came in weighing a half a pound more than I think it was a half a pound more, right? We got 247.5 for Gane, 248 for John Jones. That's about like 8 pounds more than I thought he would weigh. So that's pretty impressive. God, I mean, it's such a close fight, dude. I like the overs in this fight, the over 3.5, the over 4.5, just because both guys have been so defensively sound. But statistically, man, a 5-round heavyweight fight going to the decision, like that's so unlikely. But I think that's the safest bet here. Still going to go with my gut, take Gane by decision. I think he can do just enough to, be risk adverse, outpoint from the outside. And by the time John Jones decides to wrestle, that's really my big question in this bout. Like everybody's talking about John Jones going to wrestle him, but when? I mean, John Jones usually does not have success doing that until the later parts of a fight. And he hasn't looked the greatest the last time we've seen him going up a weight class after a long layoff. Give me Gane by decision as the official prediction here. Very, very low confidence.
We on mute. Cody?
That makes sense. Bert, what do you got?
It's not a.
You almost made it all. You almost made it all stream.
The whole thing is right after this bad boy.
It's not a confident pick by any means. Like if you're gonna bet on this fight money line wise, I wouldn't recommend putting any money on Jon Jones, especially because his odds have already blown up from that okay price of like -120, -110, which was kind of reasonable putting money on that. But -170 now is just it's not enough to really warrant any action on Jon Jones, considering Gane is the better striker. He is the faster striker. They're the same height. He has been at heavyweight longer. He's used to going 5 rounds with heavyweights, where Jones, he's training with heavyweights, but is used to going wrestling for 5 rounds against these bigger dudes. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but it is going to be a close fight. I don't expect Jon to go out there and submit Ciryl Gane. I definitely don't expect Jon to go out there and knock out Ciryl Gane. If Jones is going to win, it's going to be just wrestling and Bones Jones in it, elbowing on the ground, not the freaking 9-12 or whatever the heck that was.
Matt Hamill.
Don't do that, please, Jones. That would be awful. But I think he will be able to have success in those later rounds with the ground and pound, and just win based off of the takedowns, as we saw Ciryl Gane in the Francis Ngannou fight, getting taken down after he was largely outstriking Francis Ngannou. That's what I see happening here. Gane wins round 1. Round 2 will be pretty close, and then Jones is just going to start to wear on him with the wrestling and with the control time. Now, maybe Gane wins round 1, wins round 2 like he did against Ngannou, and Jones wins round 3 and round 4. What is Jones' cardio going to look like? That's a lot of the thing not a lot of people are saying is we don't know what Jones' heavyweight cardio is going to do. Putting more mass on your body, you could have good cardio at 205 and go in so many 5-round fights.
Yeah.
What is the mass actually going to do to your gas tank in the later rounds, which does worry me a lot. But I'm going to stick to it. Jones by decision, 48-47. But if you're going to bet, don't bet Jones. It's an underdog or pass situation.
Great breakdown, man. Johnny, what do you got?
Yeah, very close fight, and I was going back and forth, but I got to go with Gane here. I think he's going to get done by decision. I don't see a finish by either guy here. There's just too much unknowns for me with Jon Jones. I know he's the GOAT. Let's get that out of the way. He's moving up. He's going to be 40 pounds heavier. We don't know what that's going to play a toll after the 3rd round in the championship rounds. And Gane's been a heavyweight pretty much his whole life, I'm guessing. I don't know about his early career, but I mean, he's a big dude, and they're both the same size. Yeah. Jon Jones usually has a massive advantage in his opponents in the light heavyweight division. Not a massive advantage at all in anywhere. Even the reach isn't even that massive. So this is going to be a different kind of fight, and I don't know if he's going to be able to look like the old Jon Jones, and I know everybody wants him to, but he hasn't fought in 3 years. Like, all this stuff to me is like Gane. But I'm not going to say Gane's going to come here and steamroll him. I don't think so. But then again, that's not the kind of fighter Gane is. He's more technical. He's defensive. He picks his spots accordingly. He usually has good fight IQ, except that one little thing in the 5th round against Ngannou. But we won't go there. But give me Gane here to win. I'm going to say a close 48-47. Maybe it's even a split, because maybe one of the judges are going to be all on Jon Jones and going to be close. So give me Gane by a close decision. I was very, very close with that line at +150, but I decided not to do it officially. And yeah, I'm not going to, it's too close for me to do it, but I love the line though with Gane.
Yeah, man. I like Gane. It's like you said, dude, every single negative thing besides takedown defense, and I don't even think his takedown defense is that bad. I just think that Francis Ngannou just like gooned him, dude. He's a 290-pound dude, and he was just using so much strength. Jon Jones did not look good. I thought he lost his last 2 fights. Rewatched them again. I thought he lost his you can clearly find 3 rounds to give Thiago Santos and Dominic Reyes both, in my opinion, in them fights. Then you're going to tell me he's going to be off for 3 years, come up to heavyweight, and he got way better. There's no way. He's training with freaking Maurice Green and them and Don'Tale Mayes. That's what everybody kept telling me. That was the narrative last week. Don'Tale Mayes training with Jon Jones. He's Jon Jones. No, it's just like calling Alan Badeau Ciryl Gane because he trains with him. I like Cyril
I like
Gane,
his
dude.
book.
Like everything. Like John Jones doesn't have his reach, doesn't have his any of his advantages, height, reach. I don't even think his wrestling's gonna work because he got busted in the nose against Dominic Reyes, and Dominic Reyes was a little tired in that 4th round of their fight, and he tried to like panic wrestle Dominic Reyes. He got him down, and Dominic Reyes hopped right back up. He tried to take him down again, couldn't even get him down, had to go back out striking again. So like, I don't think he's just gonna come out here and manhandle Cyril Gane at all. I got Cyril Gane by decision, dude. I didn't bet it. I want to bet it. I want to bet it so bad, dude. Like Cyril Gane and by like Cyril Gane and Jalen Turner seem like that'd be a good underdog parlay because I think both them dudes are just going to come through tonight. And I think that I think Cyril Gane's going to kind of clearly win this fight. Like I think he has a lot better striking than John Jones, like for the big man heavyweight, because John Jones just plods and walks people down. That's what he did to Dominic Reyes. That's what he did to Santos. Like he stands right for, there's no movement. Like I don't know. I can't remember if he used to when he was younger, but he just plods, walks people down, takes their shots, lands leg kicks, but he takes leg kicks. But like Gane his striking is going to be better. Gane has probably the best heavyweight striking I've ever seen. Like he was beating up Francis Ngannou, dude. Francis Ngannou had to start wrestling because he was getting beat up standing up. So I just don't see John Jones coming out here with basically like the same tools as Cyril Gane, but just not as big. And I just don't think and Cyril Gane's got good cardio, good everything. He could have beat Ngannou. He would be known as like a killer right now if he wouldn't have leaned back for a fucking leg lock, dude. And
he just got up. All I needed was get up.
You just need to lay on Ngannou. Ngannou wasn't going anywhere with his big ass. But so yeah, man. I will say what I seen right here. Gane's hand does look crazy. I know he had the surgery after the Tuivasa fight, but that thing doesn't look. Tissue. It doesn't. It just looks weird. Though his knuckles are gone and shit. But he's going to be kicking a lot anyways. But give me Gane. Give me Gane by decision.
It's not going to hurt.
I bet the over 4.5. I love that. 39 fights between these guys with the most dangerous men on earth, and neither one's ever been finished. It's going to be a slow kickboxing match, dude. Neither one of these dudes is, neither one's a one-shot knockout guy either, really. If any of Cyril Gane's there, them are beat down finishes. John Jones ain't finished nobody. He finished the corpse of Alexander Gustafsson. John Jones' last 9 wins, 8 of 9 went to decision, and the 1 win was over Gustafsson. You know what I mean? Who everybody's finishing, like everybody. So, he give me that. They're both durable. I'm gonna bet instead of betting either one, I'm gonna bet the durability of both. So that's what I got, over 4.5. And I appreciate you guys all coming out, spending time with us, hanging out tonight, man. This is always one of my favorite panels ever. Obviously, we've done this a couple times. The knowledge is phenomenal. It's phenomenal knowledge. Everybody does their work. Patrick, give a shout out. Tell us where you're at, everything you do, man. Everything.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Bert, awesome to see you again. Johnny, Cody, familiar faces as always. Can't wait to work with all of you guys again. This is a historic pay-per-view night. I'm so excited. Good luck on everybody's action. My name is Patrick. If you don't know me yet, go subscribe to my YouTube, Addicted2Combat. I do full card breakdowns, release my bets, have live streams every week, all that good shit. So give me a subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I do my quick breakdowns there once a week as well. Let's talk fights.
Excellent, Patty. Bert, let them know what's up, man.
Yeah, most of you guys already know. The Bert MMA YouTube channel has all the early predictions for next week's card. We already got Piotr Jan Mravdivashvili, a full card prediction. That's already out. Got the confident picks. We got the parlay of the week. We got underdogs of the card. We got the best bets video every week. The full card prediction videos every week. Got the MMA news on the second channel. And then if you want the breaking MMA news, that's the Instagram, also Bert MMA. Everything on that story is the most up-to-date for all things MMA news. But great to be on this panel talking UFC 285. What a amazing. I don't even know the words to say about UFC 285. It's going to be phenomenal. It is an amazing.
It's going to be great.
Johnny, tell them what's up, man. Appreciate you coming on too, Bert, especially since you haven't been on for a while, and to make one of your first shows back live to come with us, man. I appreciate that, dude.
Yes, sir. It's good to see you guys. Always be on a panel with all 4 or 3 of you. And you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, JohnnyKpicks. Me and Cody do our live shows every Thursday night, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we do our pre-fight shows on Saturdays too. So like right now. So you can find me there, and let's do it.
That's awesome. Like I said, everybody, Cody, Blood Money MMA Bets, Instagram, Twitter. You guys know it's on my channel right now. But all their links are in the description too. So go there if you haven't. Subscribe to them. Go find my dude, MMA Jesus 316 MMA Fight Club. and Any Action MMA, and subscribe to their channels right now, man. Them guys are well worth it. Everybody else too, if I missed anybody, but King Kong, Johnny, Saba, Piffs, Moy's Audio, Glenbot 5000, Any Action Effie, everybody, Bunny Hunter was here all night. Everybody that's here, Yippee Kaye, Abraham, freaking everybody. Appreciate you guys coming out. Everybody have a great night. Be safe with these fights, and let's whoop these bookies, man. So see you guys all. Good luck to everybody except Mark.
Good luck, everybody. Get some money.
Mark Average Barriault ain't winning nothing. I'll see you guys.
Get that money.
I'll see you guys. Get that money later, guys.
Get that money.